A spectacular day for football here in Foxborough Stadium. With Jerry Glanville, this is Kevin Harlan. The Redskins against the Patriots. Norm Turner now in his third year after spending a couple years with Jimmy Johnson as the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. He's off to his best start at 4-1. And Bill Parcells now in his fourth year with the New England Patriots. 8 years with the Giants, 2 Super Bowl titles. Parcells at 3-2. Last week the Redskins were idle. Scott Blanton sets to kick off for them. And deep back they've got David Meggett along with Troy Brown. Meggett is having a pretty good season, although teams are kicking away from the one-time New York Giant. He is looking for a big day. The Redskins still trying to hold on to a piece of first place in the NFC East with the win today at 4-1. And the New England Patriots, who lost their first 2, have won 3 in a row. They are 3-2 coming into today. Should be a great battle of 2 young quarterbacks, too. Bledsoe against Gus Frerotte. Redskins are ready. Here we go from Foxborough. And the kick by Blanton taken at the 4-yard line by Troy Brown. And he'll take it out past the 20-yard line and work the sidelines up to the 23-yard line. Where New England at quarterback Drew Bledsoe will begin it. First down and 10. Bledsoe having a great start to this season. 10 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions, the #1 pick a year ago, and playing maybe the best since his '94 Pro Bowl campaign. On the offensive line, Armstrong, who has been struggling, Roberts, Wollabaugh, Lucci, and Max Lane. And in the backfield, they got the 1,000-yard gainer of a year ago, Martin, along with blocking back Sam Gash, Glenn, and Jefferson, a good pair of young receivers, and the great Ben Coates and the tight end. From their own 24, first down and 10 yards to go. Play action by the quarterback Bledsoe, who throws, and it's incomplete, going right to work and looking for rookie Terry Glenn out of Ohio State. Now the defense for the Redskins, and boy are they playing well. They're only averaging 11 points from the opposing offense and looking good. Tony Woods today will be starting at one of the defensive ends and replacing Sterling Palmer, joined by Boutte, Sean Gilbert, the former Ram, and Rich Owens. In the linebacking corps, Patton along with Rod Stevens and Ken Harvey, who's having another good season. In the secondary, the cornerbacks Green and Carter, who leads the NFL at 4 interceptions. Richard and Morrison are the safeties. Second down and 10, and the pass is caught at the 25-yard line by Terry Glenn. Picks up 2 yards. Rod Stevens is right on him, and Jerry, that brings up the third down to about 8.
Well, you can see the plan for New England is try to score. I think their chance to win the day is to throw the football and get some points on that board early. You don't want a close game with the Redskins because of their running attack.
Bledsoe had a great game last week where the New England Patriots among the AFC leaders in touchdowns, completions, and yards. Third down and 8. Meggett is in the backfield. And the throw to the tight end, Ben Coates, who makes the catch at the 37-yard line. That's a first down. Coates last week had 7 receptions. He picks up 12 right there, gets a first down for New England.
And one thing when you're watching this game, 3rd and long, 3rd and 4 plus does not matter to New England. A long down with the way they throw it and the way they spread the formation is not a big problem for them. 3rd and 7 is just like 3rd and 3 to the Patriots.
They got some options. They got some versatility there.
You'll see a variety of formations, more so than you will from the Redskins.
First down and 10. Bledsoe again to the air, and again he's got his receiver, and it's caught by Sean Jefferson, the former San Diego Charger. He picks up 15, and he picks up another New England first down.
Here he ran a double dig. All the slot wide receiver and Glenn, the Jefferson, the outside man, they're all coming across, opening up the center cut.
Jefferson had a concussion the first game of Miami, fumbled a couple times, but since then has been basically spotless. He has really performed well as Bledsoe in the offense to pick things up. First down and 10 yards to go for Bledsoe, and the pocket crumbles, and he's on the run, and he fumbles the ball, and it's loose at the 47. But he jumps out of himself and picks up 2 yards, and probably he should have lost about 2, and William Gaines, the right tackle, made the stop.
Well, he's not a great runner, as you can see, but he has the courage to go ahead and try to take it up in there. He doesn't want to take the sack. I think he did the wise thing. He quit looking downfield. We got to hang on the ball. The ball came out. You get hit by big people.
Maybe even go feet first in that slide.
Yeah, slide be better off there.
Second down and 8 yards to go. No score, just into the game. Ben Coates, 87, is in motion. He'll block for Curtis Martin. And Martin slashing his way past the 40-yard line and near the 38. Eventually tackled by Ken Harvey in the linebacking core, and that will set up third down and about a yard.
What's making this tougher on the Redskins, they're not just lining up in a formation. The tight end lined up wide, and he comes into motion. There's Coates. There he is. That doesn't let him know where the strong side the tight end is going to be and allows him to get that toss sweep going.
Ron Blum's crew is officiating today, and they have given New England a great spot, but they'll still be shy by just that much.
Well, this is one officiating crew that we love to do games with because they let the players play. I think we've had this crew about 3 or 4 times, and when we have them, we have a game that you can't argue about. Whatever they call is usually right on.
Brand new surface. This is a bluegrass field they brought down from Maine, Jerry, and laid, what, a little less than 3 weeks ago.
$100,000 for 65,000 square yards of grass. It's covered with sand. We'll see if it'll take the cleats if the real fast players can keep their footing on this new turf.
Opening touchdown on the first drive has been a tough commodity for the New England Patriots, facing 3rd and 1 on the 7th play of the drive, and the handoff goes up the middle. That should be a first down for Curtis Martin, who submarines his way in, eventually brought down by linebacker Rod Stevens. 1st and 10 for New England.
When you see Martin go up inside, you can never do a Patriot game without talking about Sam Gash. That's the lead back. That's the fullback. Watch him pick off. Oh, nice block. Picks off Marcus Patton. And Sam Gash is maybe as good a blocker as there is in football right now.
First down and 10 yards to go. No score. Game's opening drive from Foxborough. Wutzel hit as he throws and gets it away, and the pass is caught. Second reception today for tight end Ben Coates, who came across the middle. He picks up 4 yards on that play. Jerry, when he went down, I did see some turf kind of get dislodged. You can see some of the turf is still in his mask.
I think the big people will tear up this brand new turf. Good blocking there by Rucci. Quarterback stays right in. The linebackers are in a zone, so Patton has to come up. He just dropped, and the tight end just came underneath. All the linebackers zone dropped.
Good-looking drive to open the game. Second down and 6 yards to go, and there's an offsides. There go the flags, and a free down for New England. The pass is caught. Terry Glenn has a first down, at least pending the call. It's a gain of 20 yards. He's to the Redskins' 20-yard line, and let's see what the flag is all about from Ron Blum's crew.
Looked like Boutte, our defensive tackle, came offsides.
Offside, defense, 95, penalties decline, first down.
Jerry, the Redskins, the 5th least penalized team in the NFL. They don't get a lot of penalties.
The Redskins are playing pretty conservative football up to this date, and what New England had to do was get ahead to make the Redskins not just rely on their running game and their defense. I think we're going to see if they get ahead, then Gus Frerotte will have to unleash his arm.
Bottom of your screen, running back Curtis Martin. Bledsoe's had a good drive on 1st and 10. He has been 5 of 6 through the air, and he throws high and incomplete for Sean Jefferson. Bledsoe now 5 of 7 on this drive for the Patriots.
And the downs have changed. If you watch New England Patriots the first 2 games, you wonder what's happened. The down and distance has changed for pass, and I think New England is doing a good coaching job here, coming out throwing, and they have to get ahead. The only thing that's going to stop Terry Allen from running the football for the Redskins is points getting ahead. And that's what they're trying to do here. Get ahead so they can't just pound Terry Allen at them.
Second down and 10. No score, first quarter. Curtis Martin gets the call. Last year's Rookie of the Year stumbles ahead down to about the 18-yard line, where Tony Woods is making the start today for Sterling Palmer. Makes his first tackle of the afternoon.
The defensive line has changed for the Redskins. 2 good tackles. Look at the tackles in there fighting. Tony Woods starting at left end. And it's a hard group to run on without spreading the formation. All runs for New England that are successful right now are spread formations, 1-back sets.
3rd down and 8, 12th play of the New England game-opening drive. And Bledsoe throws, and it's caught on the play. Terry Glenn, he breaks one tackle, and he's near the first down at the 11-yard line, but probably about a half-yard shy. Daryl Morrison chased him down. That's a gain of 7 when he needed 8. Fourth down and a yard.
This formation's unusual. It looks like 2 backs and 2 wideouts, like it's 1st and 10. Which is unusual against the nickel, but they ran a long dragging pattern with the slot formation.
Fourth down and about a yard, and a timeout has been taken on the field. Timeout taken by the Redskin defense. No score, opening drive. We're in the first period from Foxborough. Well, you hate to say early in the first quarter, the first big play is coming up, but that's exactly what we've got.
This is a big play because the team that gets ahead here can be in the driver's seat because they play different styles. There's a widespread formation on short yardage. Here's the tight end in motion.
Pitch out goes to Curtis Martin. He's got the first down, and he's all the way to the 6-yard line of Washington. Max Lane opened the door. That's the first and goal to go for the Patriots.
And they fooled the Redskins a little bit by a wide step. Watch the tight end come in motion from the left of your screen there. He is blocking the defensive end. And Gash opening up a hole on a toss sweep.
What'd you say about the team that scores first today?
They're in the drive. These teams play so differently. I think it's very important to get ahead, whichever team you're rooting for. If you get ahead, you got a big advantage today.
On the 6-yard line, first down and goal to go. And a pass across the middle is dropped and incomplete at the 4-yard line, looking for rookie Terry Glenn. Coverage applied by Darrell Green.
1st and 6 at the 6. That tells you New England has changed, and it's a pass. It's a pass, 1st and 6 and 6. Good coverage by Green. Watch him get his hand in and swat the ball out. Oh, he got a little tug on him, but look at the left hand right on the ball. And what you try to do is knock that ball down on the ground, come down with your left hand swat. Perfect technique. Here's a one-back set, Kevin.
Second down and goal. Opening drive of the game. 15th play, and Bledsoe with time throws, almost picked off. It's incomplete. And Tom Carter just about picked Drew Bledsoe. Carter, with 4 interceptions this year, is the co-leader in the NFL in that category.
A little unusual. Again, you had 1st and 6 at the 6. You throw on first down. You throw on second down. Now you have to throw. Now it's 3rd and 6. Now the ball has to get in the end zone.
During the bye week, the Patriot coaches looked extensively at Green Bay Packer red zone tape, and they saw that Green Bay threw most of the time as well. So they've accompanied a lot of their offense with what Green Bay does.
What they decided in the red zone, it takes a pass to get the points, and that's what's changed this football team.
16th play of the drive, and a pass on 3rd and goal is incomplete at the 4, looking for Terry Glenn. Great coverage by Daryl Morrison, and it looks like the Washington defense will limit New England to just a field goal attempt.
And I didn't like that throw at all, because even if he would have caught it, Kevin, he wasn't going to score. They were going to kick the field goal probably from the 3 or the 2 anyway. So I think when you got 3rd and 6 at the 6, the play has to end up in the end zone. The ball has to land in the end zone, either a touchdown or an incompletion. Wasn't a good choice there.
So Vinatieri will try a 24-yard field goal. Struggling early in the season, he has certainly calmed down. A career-long 50-yarder last week. And he puts the Patriots on the board with that 24-yarder. So New England scores first. Midway through the first quarter, the Patriots and Bill Parcells up by a field goal. Adam Vinatieri with a 24-yard field goal on the game's opening drive. The New England Patriots are taking a 3-0 lead on Washington as Vinatieri gets ready to kick off to the Redskins for the first time today.
And not only the 3-minute drive, they took 7 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. That means Terry Allen doesn't have that hand in his ball, the ball in his hand when you got 7 minutes and 14 seconds.
Vinatieri the kickoff, and the first touch today by a Redskin and Brian Mitchell. One of the great return men in the NFL, breaks a couple tackles and takes the ball to the 22-yard line, and where he's brought down by Mario Greer, who is a rookie running back. So we await the arrival of Gus Frerotte, and the Patriots will be on defense for the first time. Opening game 7-minute drive by New England. Now it's the Redskins' turn with Gus Frerotte as the quarterback. He is now the starter. 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, a former 7th-round pick out of Tulsa. On the line, Patton, Johnson, Uhlenhaut, Thrall, and Ed Simmons. And in the backfield, the great Terry Allen, along with Mark Logan, Ellard, and Leslie Shepard, the wide receivers, and the tight end is Jamie Asher. From their own 22, first down and 10, and play action, and it goes off to Mark Logan, who makes the reception. And right out of the block, the Washington Redskins pass the ball, pick up 12 yards, and get a first down with Willie Clay in the secondary, making the stop for the New England Patriots. The defense ranked 21st in the NFL. On that line, they've got McGinnis, Pio Sangapolitelli, Mark Wheeler, and Mike Jones in the linebacking course. Pretty good ones. Monty Brown, Ted Johnson, and Chris Slade in the secondary, which has had some problems. Hitchcock replacing Reynolds with Law on the other side. Clay and Ray are the safeties, and a big gain by Terry Allen, who takes it to the 49, picking up 15 yards. So a gain of 15 by Allen. Jerry following a 12-yard gain by Logan on the first play.
Well, Terry Allen can run the football on anybody, but what we saw on the films, and we study films this weekend, New England had trouble last week against the Ravens. You can see the guard, Trey Johnson, pulling out. There's Trey Johnson on a little bitty guy. He's blocking Jimmy Hitchcock. And I don't understand how Terry Allen doesn't go to the Pro Bowl. Here's a guy who hasn't gone to the Pro Bowl. He's as good as anybody carrying that football.
First down and 10 yards to go, and Terry Allen takes it up the middle, and he is met by a sledgehammer. Monty Brown and Mike Jones making the whack. Right now, let's take time out for a McDonald's game break and return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center.
Kevin, this is not the way the Panthers drew it up. Collins missing it from the first snap, picks it up on the run, finds tight end Wesley Walls for the score. 7-0 Panthers. This week, I will correctly identify Kevin Harlan and Jerry Glanville.
Last week we saw Collins. He threw 4 interceptions in Minnesota.
I was in the first half. I kind of liked the way he played the second half, so maybe knock that rust off.
Second down and 10, and the throw, and a great catch made downfield by the ageless Henry Ellard, and a flag has been thrown. That, at least pending the flag, is a 24-yard gain, and he beat Ty Law on the corner.
And Ty Law is the Patriots' best defensive back. Got a little holding on that play, too, by the Patriots. What you're going to see today...
24 defense. Penalties decline. First down, Washington.
The cover man was holding. What you're going to see today is accuracy with quarterbacks throwing. Both these quarterbacks, as we watched on film, are so accurate. There's Ty Law on Ellard, got a hand on him. He came inside, pulled him there a little bit. Good call by this officiating crew. This is one of the best crews. They don't miss much.
First down and 10 by Farrat. He throws out on the flat, caught by a twisting Terry Allen, and he's close to a first down at the 17-yard line of the New England Patriots. Ushered out of bounds by Willie Clay.
Both coaches are keeping the other teams off balance. You can't get a flavor of what they're going to do. Even though Terry Allen is a run guy, now there he caught his 11th pass. He's not a big-time receiver, but both coaches came out of the box keeping the other defense off balance.
Well, great-looking opening drive by the Washington Redskins today. They got it. First down and 10. Farrat 3 of 3 on the drive, and Terry Allen hurdles his way to the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards on first down.
And that's a fingernail for being a touchdown. They can spurt up through there. There he goes. Remember, Biner ran on him last week. There's a little jab step, and what? Trey Johnson coming up through there. Trey Johnson on Ted Johnson. Ted Johnson did shed the block, but the hole was too wide. He couldn't squeeze the wide hole, but he did get an arm on his ankle.
Allen lost a shoe. He is gone. They've taken Logan out, and they've put in Brian Mitchell. Second down and 4 for Farrat, who throws, and the pass is caught at the 6-yard line. And nice maneuvering by Leslie Shepard. Great job by Farrat. Jams it on in. Some nimble moves by Shepard. And again, the Redskins on the move. They've got it with the gain of 6 right there.
Well, this is a pick formation, and they thought the back in the flat was going to get this football, but it opened up with the guy that was going to do the picking. Just turned around, got the football. Good adjustment by Gus Farrat.
First down and goal to go. 8th play of this very impressive Washington drive. Terry Allen. And he picks up 2 to the 3 when he was brought down by linebacker Ted Johnson.
They have 2 tight ends in there. Watch the tight end fold up inside. Galbraith. Watch 89 Gall. He's going to come up inside, and he's going to do the whamming. Bam! Right on the big man. Tries to turn. Nice job. Turning Devin Wyman right away from the play. Devin Wyman's a 300-pounder.
Second down, goal at the 3-yard line. 3-0 New England. They had a field goal on their opening drive. Hot hands off to Terry Allen, and a good spin move, and no place to run and no place to hide. Down by Willie McGinnis, who they told us they were going to run at all day long.
Well, watch Trey Johnson, 77 for the Redskins. He takes you to the football. He's the puller. Big man. Follow me, follow me. Here we go. And he gets met right in the hole. Nice job. Nice job by Chris Slade, pushing all the blockers right back into him.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. New England had a 7-minute drive. Here's the 10th play of Washington's game-opening drive. Third down, goal from the 4-yard line. Can't pull up. He sent out 3 receivers, and he throws, and it's incomplete to Brian Mitchell. Covered by Terry Ray.
Wow. Are we in for a ball game? I'm going to tell you guys, don't leave. Don't go get a beer. Don't go get a brewski. Better stay on your living room couch. We're in for a ball game today now.
Mass changes by the Washington Redskins, who will try a field goal to tie the game. And here is 6'5", 230-pound kicker, Scott Blanton. 21-yard field goal attempt, and the kick is up, and we are tied in Foxborough. 2:35 remaining in the first quarter of play. Both teams have had it once. Both teams with impressive-looking drives, and we're tied at 3. Patriots got the opening kickoff, 70-yard drive, field goal from 24 yards away. Redskins got it right back, 5-minute drive, 74 yards. They get a 21-yard field goal from Blanton. He tees it up and will kick off to New England for a second time. 2 pretty good-looking drives, Jerry, and statements made by each early in the game.
Great job by both coaching staffs. They got the defenses. They just can't figure out what they're going to do yet. Both offenses are breaking a lot of tendencies.
Back to even. Here's the kickoff by the Redskins and Blanton, and they kick away from Maggott, but now he maneuvers and makes the grab at the 4-yard line, and David Maggott up the sideline, and he bursts free past the 35 and out near the 37-yard line before he's brought down by Brian Walker. Good return of 33 yards. Well, coming up next, our Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader continues when the Eagles battle the Giants and the Lions head west to take on the Raiders in 2 tough NFL matchups. Exciting NFL action coming up next right here on Fox. Check local listings for the game and time in your area.
I wouldn't miss that Eagles game, that Eagles-Giants game. That's going to be like this one. Anybody can win that thing.
Rich Owens digs in, zeroing in on Bledsoe. First down and 10, second possession today by the New England Patriots. And from the 32-yard line, play action by Bledsoe. He throws incomplete and low to wide receiver Sean Jefferson. It'll be second down.
And what caused that throw, he's such a good quarterback, what causes that irate throw is the defensive tackle. Watch the pressure. Defensive tackle, people up inside 94. Sean Gilbert works right through there, and he's the man making the quarterback slide and make a bad throw. Sean Gilbert, big trade in the offseason for a first-round pick, and everybody with the Redskins thinks he was worth it.
Second down and 10. Bledsoe right on the money, and it's dropped. Is it a fumble? They rule it incomplete at the 40-yard line. The receiver on the play was Terry Glenn. Covering it up was Rod Stevens, and we expect Stevens to be a very busy guy today.
But Terry Glenn, being a rookie out of Ohio State, he was trying to run before he had possession of that ball. He thought he had it. He turned to get downfield. Has that good speed. Ohio State player.
Drew Bledsoe, Jerry, started 5 of 6 in the game. Now he has one of his last 7 passes. Third down and 10. There go flags. 3 down for New England. The throw is wide and incomplete for David Maggott out of the backfield. He was shadowed by linebacker Marcus Patton for the Washington Redskins.
That's the second time Bledsoe has drawn them off sides. They turned down the last penalty because they completed it. They'll have to take this penalty.
95 defense, 5 yards, repeat third down.
Well, the hard count a lot of times on a quarterback's part can bring an opposing defense off sides, and Bledsoe's got a good hard count. Let's take a listen to this. And they got gains to come across. So the 5-yard penalty for Bledsoe eases things just a bit. 3rd down and 5. As Glenn comes in motion. Bledsoe with pretty good time, and he throws, and a great defensive play by Tom Carter. There goes the flag, though. They knocked it away.
Well, Carter got his left arm on his hip. Yeah, I can see it from up here. He got his left arm, and he went in for the swat, but he also clubbed the receiver around the waist as he went in.
Now, if he's going for the ball, it's one thing. When he interferes with the receiver, it's another thing.
The swat was legal. The club on the hip wasn't. Watch Carter, number 25.
Pass interference, 25 defense.
Glenn
First
going
down, New England.
Right there. See the left arm?
Wrapped it around him.
Well, I see you go across the numbers. You got to tell your defensive backs, do not put your arm covering up a number. If you get it down around the waist, they don't see that you covered a number and you can get away with it. You can't get away with it when you cover up a number. He covered up the number on his back.
First down for New England. We're tied at 3, late first quarter. Second time the Patriots have had the ball today, and the handoff is a fake by Bledsoe, and he's going deep, and he's got the receiver, and it's caught downfield by Shawn Jefferson. That's a gain of 34 yards. He beat Tom Carter, and it's first down from the 25 of Washington for the New England Patriots.
This is off a 2 tight end formation, so the Redskins knew they were going to get a run, and there's no safety help inside. They left Carter hanging outside. Both safeties came up inside because of the formation. The formations with 2 tight ends, they were playing run.
Jerry, one of the fastest players in the NFL, Shawn Jefferson.
And everybody knows he's with San Diego, was an old ex-Charger from Central Florida University.
Patriots signed him as a free agent. It was a first down and 10 for Bledsoe. Tied at 3, and the pitch out goes to Curtis Martin. Gash the block. It gives another couple yards as he noses the ball inside the 20-yard line and brought down eventually by Woods along with Daryl Morrison.
You can't do a New England game that you don't come away with Gash. He's the fullback. Be a fullback coming around the corner. He's got to lead everything. He didn't get him out of the good end. Morrison won that battle. Morrison got his pad underneath him, got his shoulder underneath him, made the play.
Gash, one of many good blocking fullbacks in the NFL.
And one thing, when we interview him, you know you're talking about people in the mouth. There he goes. Doesn't get to carry very often. One of the few carries for Gash.
Second down and 4 handoff. Rod Stevens drilled him well, and Gash, who's got that big neck roll around a pretty good sized neck.
He's not only got a big neck roll, he's got a big neck. Here's a guy playing fullback, 20-inch neck. Played at Penn State.
That's a waist for a lot of people.
I know. Not you. Your waist is getting a little bit bigger.
Speak for yourself. Third down and 2. Another good-looking long drive by the Patriots. Bledsoe batted down at the line of scrimmage, and leaping high was Dexter Nottage, who stands 6'4", and he got those big wings up there and patched down the Bledsoe pass. And they'll try for another 3. So once again, the Redskin defense limits the Patriots to a field goal.
Well, Nottage didn't get the penetration, but he did get his hands up. He's right here. Watch him. He's not doing anything. Standing at the line of scrimmage, tries a little outside move, but good hand-eye coordination. You can see Ben Coates was open. He didn't bat it down. Ben Coates had a 1st and 10.
Vinatieri will try a 35-yard field goal. He's already kicked one today for 24 yards. And a good hold by Tom Tupa. And the kick is up, and he bangs it through. So New England's 2 for 2. They've had the ball twice. They've got points, but not the coveted touchdowns that Bill Parcells feels he needs to beat the Redskins today.
It's going to take more points than 3 to get the Redskins out of their running mode, to get Terry Allen from not pounding you. Watch the snap. Watch the snap. A good hold. You called it. Keep the ball right there. The holder never looked up to the ball left the ground. Good job. The holder has to keep his eyes down as well as the kicker, or he'll pull the ball forward. Watch his helmet. Stays right down on it till the ball is gone. Good hold.
He kicked a 50-yarder last week against the Baltimore Ravens. Coach Bill Parcells, who got rid of 40-year-old Barr in the preseason because this kid, he thought, kicked better on kickoffs, and thus helping his defense in field position.
Everybody, because of the rule, you know, when they move the tee, they change the tee. The tee can't be as high, and the ball's back farther. Kickoffs. You see a lot of punters kicking off now because they're bigger, stronger people than the kickers.
2 rookie kickers involved in today's game. As you take a look at Brian Mitchell, there's the Terry, who spent some time overseas in the World League.
109 World League players in the National Football League to date.
Well represented. 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Also gave back William Bell, number 36. And Mitchell from the 11-yard line for Washington. One of the premier kickoff men in the NFL. And gets a block, and he takes it up past the 35. And down he goes. He's tied at the 37-yard line. 25-yard return as Marty Moore, backup linebacker, makes the stop for New England. So our second look at Gus Frerotte, who won the duel, Jerry, with the guy that I think a lot of people eventually thought would take the job, and that's quarterback Heath Schuler.
Well, it's funny, when we interviewed Gus Frerotte as compared to 2 years ago when he had his first start against the Colts, he's got confidence. He knows what he's doing. He says all guesses out there. He knows where his receivers are going to be. He doesn't have to think about it. And he's just a different guy. You feel the team has confidence in him. He knows he's not going to be jerked out if he throws an interception. Different football team. Different quarterback.
On the 37-yard line, first down and 10 yards to go for Frerotte. He zeroes in on Henry Ellard. He's not touched and gets up wisely and takes it to the 42-yard line. Brought down by Jimmy Hitchcock and a gain of 21 yards to end the first quarter. Second time he's gone to Ellard. Big play, another first down pass. And at the end of one, Fox's presentation of the National Football League will come back right after this with the score: New England 3, New England 6, and Washington 3. Well, tonight it's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series when Chipper Jones leads the Atlanta Braves against Ron Gant, a former Brave and now the Cardinal. Road to the World Series on Fox continues tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. With Jerry Glanville, this is Kevin Harlan. We begin the second quarter with the first down for the Washington Redskins, who trail New England 6-3. Second possession of the day for Washington and quarterback Gus Frerotte. First and 10, the handoff goes to Brian Mitchell, who's brought down, smelled out beautifully by Ted Johnson, the middle linebacker. Another big tackle by Johnson.
Johnson can run. He's a linebacker taken out of Colorado the second round. Second year, he can run. And when you go wide, he's the guy that can chase you down. Unusual formation. This guy sat way back like it was a pass. I don't know why they put Mitchell back in that situation. He was sitting extra deep. Looked like he's going to be a receiver, and then they tried to run wide. And the best plays Johnson makes is on wide plays. Ted Johnson can run to the sideline.
Loss of 7 on the play. Second down and 17 for Gus Frerotte. And he'll go deep in a wobbly pass, and it's caught, but caught out of bounds. Or did he get his feet in? It is a reception. 37-yard line. Henry Ellard with his third big catch today. That's good for 12 yards.
The officials are right on the... I think he got a little help from the bench. I'm making this call. They're right by the Redskins bench. Watch Henry Ellard. Well, we can't see what the people stand on the sideline. Let me see if both feet are in. 1, 2. What a great catch.
Ball and a great catch by Ellard. That brings up third down and 5. He picked up on that play. 12. Frerotte with the short drop and the quick throw. It appears good enough for a first down as the reception is made by tight end Jamie Asher. His second reception today. Right now for McDonald's Game Break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center in Hollywood.
Kevin, Vikings Robert Smith, second leading rusher in the NFC, shows 26 yards of his 57 yards here in the first half as he finds pay dirt against the Buccaneers. 7-0 Vikes. Let's take it back to Kevin and Jerry.
We watched Robert Smith last week.
His whole game's hitting a home run, hitting that long ball, and he just did it again.
First down at 10, and the end around to Leslie Shepard, who's in open space, and Shepard gets a great block downfield from Logan, and he's in for a Washington touchdown. Leslie Shepard, who had a reverse on a 12-yard touchdown run against the Jets, along with the 52-yard reception in the same game on a flea flicker, comes up with another big touchdown, and Washington is up on the 32-yard reverse, pulled off by Norv Turner in the Redskins offense.
Well, when that play started off, you never thought it was going to be a touchdown. Mike Jones smelled it out and turned him in. Mike Jones, the left defensive end for New England, said, "You're not getting out of the side of me." He cut inside the defensive end and took it to the house.
Blanton for the extra point. Washington has been filled with tricks all season long, and they come up with the big one right there. The extra point is good. 13:04 remains in the first half with the Redskins on top for the first time, 10-6 in the game.
Shepard will come from the right of your screen. We had a great interview with him last night. Here's a guy from Temple University. Said he had a terrible college career. In fact, he told us he played at 6 college homecomings. He said, I never knew the halftimes weren't that long. Look at 96. He's turning it in. Where's his help? People got to come in and help him. Missed tackle by Johnson. Gone.
Leslie Shepard, who has stepped it up in the absence of the injured Michael Westbrook, with his second touchdown on the ground in as many weeks. Redskins were off last week, but Shepard against the Jets with a big play of 12 yards against New York, and comes up with a 32-yard touchdown on a reverse, and an exasperated look on Coach Bill Parcells' face.
And we asked Shepard last night, what kind of pads are you going to wear? He said, no hip pads, no knee pads, and I'm going to wear Pop Warner football shoulder pads. He says, I got a little tiny, I'm going to be as fast as I can be tomorrow.
He's a small guy.
Small guy. No thigh pads, no knee pads, no hip pads, and Pop Warner shoulder pads. That little shoulder pad made a big statement with a big touchdown.
That 32-yard run was the longest allowed by New England this year. There's the kickoff by Scott Blanton with the Redskins on top, 10-6 over New England. That ball goes out of bounds at the 5, and the penalty will make it 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Let's take another look at that touchdown.
We're going to show you the wide angle.
On 30 yards from the spot of the kick by rule.
He's
First
lined
down.
up here, and watch this defensive end do his job. The defensive end turned him in. That's Tony Woods. Don't let him outside. Now somebody's got to come inside out and make the tackle. He outruns everybody. Ed Simmons, he knows that was a big, big play to get ahead so they can go back and run that football with their good running back, Terry Allen.
Because the kickoff went out of bounds, New England begins at first down and 10 yards to go from the 40-yard line. Good time for Bledsoe. Great coverage by the Redskins. He dumps it off in the flat, caught by Sam Gash. He picks up a quick 9 yards, brought down by Darrell Green and Daryl Morrison.
Both fullbacks today can catch the football. Gash can catch it, Logan can catch it, and they're both good blockers. Here's Logan, 6 foot, 17-inch neck. Watch Gash, 20-inch neck, 20-inch neck, and that's why he's such a good blocker.
Great point of attack line. The guy that helped lunge Curtis Martin free. Second down, a short 2, and Bledsoe going deep, and he's hit as he throws, and the pass sails incomplete downfield, and there go the flags.
Well, that wasn't pass interference. That was a lasso. That was a hold on and grab and hope.
Terry Glenn was in the sights of Drew Bledsoe. That's Stanley Richard, who did not start against the Jets a couple weeks ago, but played, and he was on the coverage for Washington. It is a penalty against the Redskins. Sean Gilbert whacked Bledsoe pretty good.
25 defense. First down, New England.
Oh, nice job there by the Ken Harvey. Ken Harvey crawling, trying to get to the quarterback. This wasn't even close. This was easy to call. Got him man-to-man, got him holding on the shoulder, turning him around, a little karate chop.
Carter called for a second time on pass interference.
Well, you're better off getting a pass interference than giving up a touchdown. And he probably did the right thing for his football team there.
All the Washington penalties today on the defense. It's down to 10 yards to go from Bledsoe. Goes across the middle. That's incomplete. Looking for Coates. He's covered pretty well by Rod Stevens. He said, I got the most unenviable job on the field tomorrow. I'm going to cover either Gash or Coates, and that time he had Coates.
Wow, he said in the running game, I got to go after Gash. He said if you don't go after Gash, he'll knock you back in the secondary. But when they throw it, I got to take this guy, the best tight end in football.
Rod Stevens, another one of the good free agent signees by the Redskins.
Player out of Georgia Tech, started with Seattle as a free agent, has worked his way up to being a high-dollar middle linebacker.
Second down and 10 for Bledsoe. And the quick draw, and it goes to Curtis Martin with the big hole, and he has the first down inside the Redskin 22. That's a pickup of 12 yards.
Follow Gash. That's what he did on that play. Gash got up in there and got a leg cut on the defenders. Now Rod Stevens has to attack this play. We're talking about Rod's got a full day's work here. There's Gash 33 going after 99 Stevens. And Curtis Martin is too good. He was in good shape, but Curtis Martin made the cut, got away from him.
Approaching 11 and a half minutes remaining in the first half. Redskins on top 10-6, and the pitch out goes to Martin. He gets a great block, and he's inside the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 3-yard line. Dale Green rode him down like a rodeo cowboy after the gain of 19 yards by Curtis Martin.
Wow, I tell you what, they are getting after each other. Sam Gash with that 20-inch neck, 33. He's coming around telling Martin, follow me. Bam! Hits Morrison right there. He turns up and in. Stanley Richard couldn't get him down. Stanley Richard, not a good tackle there, Stanley. One more of those, you'll be up here doing games on TV.
7 carries, 54 yards for Martin today. Rookie of the year last year in the NFL. First down and goal from the 3, and double tight ends with Coates and John Burke. Hand off to Martin. Coming through, but breaking the tackle of oncoming lineman Dexter Nottage is Curtis Martin with a touchdown, and the Patriots back on top.
Both coaching staffs are doing a heck of a job. They came out with 2 tight ends and 2 wings, sent a wing in motion. Going to show it to you. There's 33. He was the wing back on the other side. Only one back in the backfield. It's a jab counter OT. Look at big 076 William Roberts trying to lead it up through there. Wow.
Great cutback move by Curtis Martin, who on that drive had runs of 12 yards and 19 yards. And Vinatieri will try the extra point on the Tom Tupa hold. That is good. 10:41 remaining in the first half in a seesaw game. New England 13, Washington 10.
NFL Sunday is brought to you by Nissan, who reminds you that life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. By IBM, solutions for a small planet. By 7-Eleven, oh thank heaven for 7-Eleven. And by the United States Marine Corps, the change is forever.
Well, we've had 5 possessions in the game. New England has scored 3 times. Washington has scored twice, 13-10. It's New England on top. Well, last week, 23 carries for the Patriots in the win over Baltimore, 2.5 yards per carry. Today, though, Jerry, over 6 yards a carry. A lot of it from Curtis Martin.
But they're getting it going with a toss sweep with a tight end in motion. So when you see they're in an eye with a tight end motion, watch that toss sweep. That's where they're getting their yardage.
Line drive kick picked up by Brian Mitchell. There goes a flag, and Mitchell, looked like for a second there, is going to find some running room. Is down at the 35-yard line. Otis Smith, who was picked up on waivers this past week by New England, cut by the Jets, makes the stop for the Patriots, and we got 10:32 remaining in the first half. And as we said, a flag has been thrown on the field. New England came in 3-2. They've won their last 3. The Redskins came in 4-1. They've won 4 consecutive games for the first time since 1991.
There's Al Jerry with the glasses. He's seeing better now.
Why does he have those things on?
Well, he's a retired motorcycle policeman. And he's wearing those glasses. When I was coaching, he didn't wear them. He couldn't see anything. Now he's become a good official. You know what? I would say this whole crew, this officiating crew, ought to go do the Super Bowl. We've watched them 4 or 5 times, and they make their... I hate to brag on officials, don't you? Go bragging on them, they're going to screw it up.
Offside, 36 of the kicking team. Holding, 38 of the receiving team. Penalties offset. Re-kick.
There are the 2 coaches. There's Norm Turner. We just saw Bill Parcells. And for the Redskins, Gildy, William Bell, backup running back for Washington.
Well, you got to really be offsides to get this violation. One thing you tell her, if you're sitting at home, the kicker cannot be offsides. Whether it's a safety or a kick, if the kicker's foot goes in front of the ball, he's legal. And they usually let people, you can fudge on this a little bit, so he had to be pretty flagrant to be offsides on a kickoff.
Redskins didn't have a lot of changeover, Jerry, coming into this season as Pete Rodriguez, the special teams coach, will send his troops out there. And the chemistry, we're told, with the Redskins is as good as it's been.
Well, now they know each other. Last year, you get new players, sit in the locker room, you didn't know who the guy was next to you. Nobody went out and ate dinner together. Last night, we were trying to interview the Redskins players, and all the players were with other players out eating at a restaurant. And I know you wanted to go eat.
They want you to pay.
I knew you would, babe. I haven't found your wallet yet. There's a big spider in there.
Vinatieri will get ready to kick off once again for the New England Patriots. The ball just blew off the tee. And yeah, you know, the wind has picked up as this game has gone on. It is a little bit gusty, and it's coming through the open end of this horseshoe-shaped stadium.
But what about the sunshine we got now?
It's nice. We didn't have it earlier on.
No, it was all cloudy. It's a beautiful day. Where else would you want to live? Look over there. Look at those trees. Woo!
They say this is the weekend to be in New England, up in Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire. This is the time of year to be up here. All the hotels are full. All the flights are booked. All the rental cars are gone.
That's why we had to walk. We couldn't get a rental car.
It's on your back, dude. Carrying us on your back. Well, hopefully with the ball teed up and secure, Vinatieri approaches. And Brian Mitchell looking up into a bright sun, takes it from 2 yards deep in the end zone. And with the ball from Bell, coming through with a great hit at the 18-yard line was Larry Wiggum, who's a demon on special teams for the Patriots and came through with the blistering hit.
He's the guy that blocked the punt last week, changed the whole football game.
Timeout, 10:22 remaining in the second quarter. New England on top, 13-10.
For the Redskins, number 84, Jamie Asher's supposed to make the block. Wiggum runs over him, makes the big stick on Mitchell, and believe it or not, we found a replay. He stripped the ball before Mitchell was down. Should have been the Patriot ball. Pulls the ball out right there. What a play.
Nonetheless, Washington gets it. Referees didn't see it. Just outside their 18, first down and 10 yards to go. As Front throws the ball batted down at the line of scrimmage by middle linebacker Ted Johnson.
Nice play by Ted. Got his right hand on that thing. We want to show the fumble one more time. It went bang, bang. Nobody saw it. That's what I get for bragging on this officiating crew. Should be the Patriots ball. Look at Wiggum pull that ball out and the knee's still up. Patriots picked it up. Should have been their ball. I'm not bragging on the officials anymore.
Don't score Arizona-Dallas as you take a look at other scores from Fox Online. Worst beginning field position today for the Redskins. Second down and 10. Handoff to a wheeling Terry Allen, smelled out beautifully by Todd Collins, who comes through and chops him down. He retired last year, came back this year, and has earned a spot back on this defense.
We came back, he was really rusty, and what I like what Bill Parcells did to him, because he had a whole year off, he took Todd Collins and made him play every snap in the preseason so that he could be effective here during the regular season.
And it shows.
Listen to this crowd, Kevin.
Third down and 11 yards to go. Perrott through the air, 7 of 9. Mitchell's in the backfield. Asher is in motion. Good block from Mitchell. Hit as he throws. Perrott throws deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Looking for Leslie Shepard, and the coverage applied on the play by Otis Smith, who's playing that dime back with 6 guys back there.
Well, the Redskins don't want Gus Frerotte hitting smack, so they motion the tight end, and they keep him in the block, and the man still's going to put pressure, but they got 6 people blocking, and finally the pressure does come from Mike Jones. Not a good throw. Oh, it's stop and go.
The first punt of the game by Matt Turk, who leads the NFC in net punting, and he's going deep to make it with the catch at the 44, and then he's up the sidelines and belted out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So New England will get great beginning field position. 9:24 remaining in the second quarter, 13-10. The Patriots. Patriots have their best beginning field position at their own 47-yard line. They've got a touchdown run, a couple field goals, and they lead the Redskins 13-10. We're in the second quarter with Jerry Glanville. This is Kevin Harlan from sunny Foxborough.
First down play selection. Again, this all started 3 weeks ago. 9 passes, 4 rushes on 1st and 10.
That coach is in motion as a receiver. Bledsoe on first down and 10, hands off. Nice block thrown out there by Armstrong, and here comes Martin, who tries to turn the corner, and he gets into Washington territory to the 48-yard line, where he is brought down by Sean Gilbert.
William Roberts, here's the guy that used to play for Parcells with the Giants. He loves to play left guard, the best pulling guard they have. He's the guy that's going to lead it. Gash, whoa, nice block by Gash. William Roberts on the kick out, and good running by Curtis Martin.
Roberts has been struggling. Second down and 5. On the 48-yard line, good play action by Bledsoe, and he throws the pass, and it's caught for a first down at the 39-yard line. Catch was made by Sean Jefferson. That's a gain of 9 and a first down.
What a hit by Tom Carter. Jefferson felt that one. Nice throw, good RPM ball. Ball's coming hard. Jefferson's faking a go, turns around. Watch the face of Carter. Face on face. Wham! Right on the jaw. Woo, that can put you in la-la land.
They're picking on Carter today.
They are. And you know what? He can play. You're picking on a heck of a football player.
First down for the Patriots, who lead at 13-10. End around, and now the possible pass by Glenn, and now he's going to run the ball. He got the block. He may have been looking downfield. He picks up 5 yards, brought down by Marcus Pettin.
That was a pass, but Terry Glenn, the rookie, knew better. They had it covered. He knew better than to throw it. It wasn't a good pattern. The man just ran a fly. He didn't fake a block. You got to fake a block and then take off. And there's Jefferson, pretty well covered by Carter.
Pretty good decision by a rookie.
That's a great decision to run with that. Not to. He'd have thrown that ball. Stanley Richard was back there. They had it covered well. Nice defense.
Second down and 5, and again they send Coates on the move.
Oh!
Martin blasting up into the middle, and he picks up about 2 yards. The entire defense had a hand on that tackle, and off the bottom of the pile they got Rich Owens, and also coming off is Romeo Bandison, Marcus Patton. They all had a hand in it.
You got to watch Gash. Gash is the lead blocker. He's the fullback. He's roaring up in there, head on head, turns that linebacker around. Wow, if they stopped playing football, I'd ask Sam to be a heavyweight fighter.
You could be his sparring partner.
I said, are you mad you don't get the ball? He says, I just want to smack people. I just want to hit folks. That's what he's doing.
Third down and a long 2. Play action by Bledsoe. Great time, and he's going deep into the end zone. Incomplete. Sean Jefferson off his fingertips. Was he looking at the post or the goal post?
I thought he didn't feel comfortable. I can see when he's going for this ball, he didn't feel comfortable. I had a player named Drew Hill that ran right into the goalpost and broke his neck up in Buffalo in the playoff game. And I think he knows it's there. I think he got a little shy. Didn't want to run into that the
post of the goalpost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had a player get hurt real bad doing that once. Fourth down, they're going for it. Here we go.
Second time we've seen New England do this today. Fourth down along 2. They've got to get to the 30-yard line, and Bledsoe calls a timeout. He saw something on the defense he didn't like.
It was 22 man. They had full press man-to-man, but they had safety help. He didn't like it.
Time now for a Aflac trivia question. What was the original name of the Washington Redskins franchise? Answer coming up from Foxborough right after these messages. Kevin Harlan, Jerry Glanville, our entire Fox Network crew. Fourth down, a long 2 coming up for the New England Patriots.
And he has Meggett at halfback, which could be a halfback option on the display for pass possession.
Bledsoe with good time, and he throws for a first down. He's got Meggett. First down to the Redskin 23-yard line.
Wow, that's the first time I've been right in 3 years.
You're listening to the call.
I saw him slide in there, and when they play orange formation, which is 2 backs, it's a halfback option to make it.
Orange formation.
That orange is 3 wides, no tight end, and there he is coming out of the backfield. It's called a close over. Bam! And they hit him, but it's too late. Nice hit, though, by Rod Stevens.
All color-coded formations?
All color-coded formations. I love when you know what's going on. You're the next general manager somewhere.
First down and 10 yards to go. Bledsoe, again, going deep into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Terry Glenn was downfield, and stride for stride with him was Tom Carter. Right now, the answer to our Aflac trivia question, we're giving you a chance to think about it. What was the original name of the Redskins franchise? And the answer, the Boston Braves.
Wow.
In 1932, they became the Redskins in 33, and then moved to the nation's capital in 1937.
You had me on that one. I would have missed that one. Of course,
there was also a baseball team called the Boston Braves,
That's
which
right.
then moved to Milwaukee, became the Milwaukee Braves, and now they're the Atlanta Braves. Second down and 10. Little draw play handoff to Martin, who squirms free, and Martin's inside the 15 with the first down to the 13-yard line. Nice pickup. Finally brought down by Ken Harvey. good for an 11-yard gain.
Running left, but running behind Gash, the fullback. 33 is the lead blocker. Whoa, he gets that guy down. Good running. He usually has more body lean. A little bit of straight up that time. He's got to get more flat back. He's got to punish the tacklers a little better.
Everybody thinks that Martin is behind schedule. He is actually ahead of schedule on his record-setting pace a year ago.
There's a surprise. 14 rushes for New England.
And a spinning Barry Sanders-like move by Martin produces nothing on that first down and 10. Rich Owens saw to that, gave him a big bear hug and brought him down.
This game, you got both people are playing as hard as they can play. Both teams, both offenses, both defenses. And I like the coaching job. I like the way that both coaches are keeping the defense off balance.
You said in a high-scoring game it would favor New England. How do you feel now?
Still feel that. I still feel that their quarterback is growing up a little quicker than Gus. But both Gus and Bledsoe are so accurate, they can get you right back in it.
Second down 10, out to Gash. He's hit by 2 and then brought down by a trio of Redskin defenders, led by Daryl Morrison, helped out by Rod Stevens on the play.
Rod Stevens, what a day he's going to have. Rod Stevens, full day's work. We keep talking about his assignments. He does get to come out on 3rd and long, so he's going to lead. He's going to turn around, watch, and hope that his defensive partners win. Only break he's got is 3rd and 4+.
11th play of the drive, which began back at New England's 47-yard line. 3rd down. Bledsoe, great coverage by Washington. Bledsoe with flags flying every place, incomplete, looking downfield for Terry Glenn, who he has thrown to often today. That was a great coverage by the Redskin defense.
Well, there's one official that stares at the tight end. All he does is look at the tight end. If you grab him, the flag comes out. You ought to know if your coverage is on the tight end, you can't touch anybody. And a man grabbed the tight end. Double penalty.
They've reversed the call. They've called it a double penalty. Exactly.
Yeah.
Offsetting, replay the down.
Holding, 28 defense, pass interference, 87 offense. Those penalties offset, 3rd down.
28 is the 14-year veteran Darrell Green, as Bill Parcells watches. He's seen Green play a lot as the coach of the Giants, now the coach of the Patriots. He knows Green all too well. There's Ben Coates, who is also guilty.
I saw he was spread. He wasn't tight. He was open to the formation. He ran a seam, and the Redskins grabbed him. So that's a penalty. I didn't see the penalty that the New England Patriots had.
New England has missed their last 4 3rd down plays. They got a 3rd down and 8. Bledsoe sets, no flags. Bledsoe is hit and throws a low pass, which is incomplete at the 8-yard line. David Meggett was running out of the backfield. Redskins got back in time, and Bill Parcells is going to have to try for another 3. And once again, defense of Washington holds him to a field goal attempt.
And standing up here, if you're the quarterback, there is nowhere to throw the football. Everybody's covered. So he got flushed. You got 22. See these people right here? And you got help. You got man-to-man with 2 safeties helping. There's the combination on the slot. They got everybody shut out. Quarterback did the right thing.
29-yard field goal attempt by Vinatieri, who's kicked 24 of 35 today, and now he is 3 of 3. So the rookie Adam Vinatieri out of South Dakota State knocks in his 3rd one today. 24 yards, 29 yards, and 35 yards on the afternoon. And the Patriots annex their lead for Coach Bill Parcells, 16-10.
Both offenses playing wide open, and New England's doing a better job running the football. They hadn't run the football that well lately. They got it going now.
Folks, a reminder, this game is presented by the authority of the NFL and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or the use of this telecast without the written consent of the New England Patriots and the National Football League is prohibited. Kevin Harlan, Jerry Glanville in Foxborough. 4:08 remaining in the 2nd quarter, with New England scoring on every possession today. 4 for 4.
We said they'd have some firepower. It'd be off again if it goes to high scoring. I think New England has the advantage, but you gotta love the Redskins. They're staying right in it.
Brian Mitchell sets to return this for the first place Washington Redskins. We're watching that Dallas game with a great deal of interest down in Dallas. Philadelphia, New York, later today on Fox. That'll be a great game.
That'd be a great game. I think the Giants have proved that they can come back and get after those Eagles.
Vinatieri sets to kick off once again for the New England Patriots. Brian Mitchell and William Bell are deep back for Washington. Brian Mitchell, for a second consecutive time, takes it out of the end zone 2 yards deep, and he busts past the 20-yard line and to the 24. Brought down by Mario Greer with his second special teams tackle today for the New England Patriots. Well, tonight it's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series when Chipper Jones leads the Atlanta Braves against Ron Gant and the Cinderella St. Louis Cardinals. The road to the World Series on Fox continues tonight, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. That'll be a good one tonight. Tim McCarver, Joe Buck, and Bob Brenly and crew on their own 24-yard line. Redskins first down and 10 yards to go, trailing by 6 with under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Terry Allen, nowhere to go. Great defense by New England. Initial hit put on him by Mike Jones, the defensive end.
And that's the first time we saw a tight running formation out of either team. They have a tight wing. They have 2 backs and a tight wing with 2 backs in the backfield. Very unusual. Nice job, Mike Jones. Mike Jones right up in there.
Well, we've seen Allen run for over 100 yards in 3 of the 5 games so far. What about today, Jim?
Today he's got 7 carries for 22 yards.
Second down and 9 pass. Wide open. They got Leslie Shepard for a first down as he takes it on the fly to the 37-yard line, and right on his tail was Scooter Magruder. That's a pickup of 13 yards.
Well, when you run a zone and you drag a wide receiver across the field shallow, you got a linebacker on a wideout. Todd Collins ended up in a bad matchup. Todd Collins can't run with Shepard, and that's how the matchup ends up. Here's Todd Collins, and watch the receiver come across into him. Now there's Shepard on Collins. Bad matchup, can't run with him.
Shepard's fast. First down and 10. Allen takes it head over heels to the 39. He picks up 2 yards, where he's met by middle linebacker Ted Johnson, his third solo tackle today.
This may be the best I've seen Ted Johnson play. Ted Johnson, I like him when he's in a blitz. He does a great job when he's dogging and blitzing. He can change direction. He's making these plays without blitzing and dogging. I think it's the best I've seen him get after him.
Approaching the 2-minute warning, 2.5 remaining in the half. Second down and 8 yards to go. Fake to Allen, who gives a block to Farrar, and then throw downfield, knockdown. Great play by Ty Law, who leapt in front of the intended receiver, Henry Elliott.
Wow. I didn't mean to holler, but I got excited on that one. That's a play. We asked Parcells, who's your best defensive back? He says, Ty Law. Watch the left hand. This is called a center cut. They're going in there. Watch the left hand. Get on the ball. Wow, that's playing football.
First round pick a year ago out of Michigan.
He was involved in that Hail Mary pass by Colorado and Michigan.
Cordell Stewart.
Yeah.
Third down and 8, just before the 2-minute warning. 16-10 New England. Farrar. Great coverage by New England, and down he goes, and it's a fumble on the play and recovered by the Redskins at the 34. The first fumble today by Washington. It's 4th down. The defense of New England holds, and the Redskins have got to pump the ball. Billy Brooks got the loose ball from Farrar.
They were lucky they recovered that one. Everybody's covered. He goes off into a scramble. Ball bounce good for him for the recovery.
2-minute warning from Foxborough. Two-minute warning here in Foxborough. Patriots up by 6. They've kicked 3 field goals, have a rushing touchdown. Redskins scored the first 2 times they had possession, but they're now punting for a second consecutive time. Turk is back inside his 25. Dave Meggett awaits the punt at the other end. High punt. Meggett from the 26-yard line. There goes a flag, and Meggett is out to the 32-yard line for New England, brought down by James Jenkins. A 39-yard punt, a 6-yard return by Megan.
The guy that threw the flag, it had something to do with going out of bounds. Look at everybody's got their hat off. When all these officials have no hats on, that means people left the playing field and came back. He's got one on his side, and the other officials got one on the other side.
Preliminary calls against the Redskins.
With the hat off and that call, he probably ran down the sideline out of bounds. If you're pushed out of bounds, you got to try to get back in bounds as soon as you can.
But you are eligible to come back in.
But you're not allowed to make first contact either.
Don't make a left turn. They knock his momentum this way.
See, he's trying to explain what I am.
How can you make a left turn? That's ridiculous. You don't know about the damn game when you say that. You can't make a left turn.
Pete Rodriguez, who is the special teams coach.
He's trying to figure out, he says, he can't make a left turn when they're banging and pushing him that way. You can't come back on the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 29 of the kicking team ran out of bounds, did not attempt to come back into the field of play. Penalty is 15 yards from the previous spot.
Scott Turner is 29 for Washington. He is the man that drew the penalty.
Well, when you see the hat come off the official, here's 29. Now, when he gets out of bounds, he's got to try to get back in bounds. Pete Rodriguez is saying, all right, there's the shove. Oh, no. Look at him. He's back here. Oh, no, Pete, you're wrong. Pete, you're wrong.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, he was circling behind the whole group. I like that play. That way you can really substitute, give the baton to another guy, and let another guy make the tackle.
Like Rosie Ruiz in the Boston Marathon. Remember, she was cutting corners. There's Norv Turner, and so he's got to punt once again. 1:51 remaining in the first half. Once again, Turk, one of the best in the NFL. First in net and right in back of Chris Gardacki in Indianapolis in punting yards. About the same distance on this one. Meggett from the 32-yard line, and Meggett wheels his way upfield. There goes another flag as Meggett is to the 41, returns that 10 yards after the 41-yard punt by Turk. Tackle made by Brian Mitchell.
Illegal block.
This one's on New England.
Illegal block in the back. 52 on the return team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
'52 is Ted Johnson. I like their philosophy. As starting linebacker still has to take part. They called it right there.
Coming up in the Doctor's Khaki halftime report, JB and Terry will bring you scores and highlights from Week 7 of the NFL. Also, Chip Carey, Dave Winfield, and Steve Lyons will preview tonight's National League Championship game number 4. All coming up in the Doctor's Khakis halftime report. 1:41 remaining here. Patriots up by 2 field goals. Bledsoe across the middle. And he's got his tight end, Ben Coates, with another catch. He picks up 11, a first down to the 38. Tackled by Stanley Richard and Brian Walker.
A good job by the quarterback as Tony Woods, the left defensive end, was pouring down on him. They had beaten Max Lane in the pass protection, but he got it out of there.
2-minute offense. First down and 10 yards to go for Bledsoe. Tried to jam it inside at the 41-yard line for Daryl Morrison's coverage on Ben Coates. Incomplete. Ron Lynn, the defensive coordinator for the Redskins. And his defense has really come together nicely this year.
Here's the guy everybody was mad at a year ago, didn't think he could coach. All of a sudden he got smarter. When the players hang around together and you got a little chemistry, your coaching gets better.
Second down and 10 for Bledsoe. Four wide receivers deployed, and down he comes, sacked by Ken Harvey. Harvey smelled that out and brought him down. And that pushes them all the way back inside their own 29-yard line.
Harvey on the outside. What happened there is Bruce Armstrong tried to help William Roberts inside. He jabbed inside, and then he was too late coming outside. He better take care of his own business first. Bruce Armstrong was trying to help. You can't do that and block Harvey.
Jerry Bledsoe is hurt. He is holding on to his left hand as a timeout was taken by Bledsoe and New England with 58 seconds remaining. And Bledsoe has a hurt arm, hurt wrists. Jerry, a Washington Redskins sack by Ken Harvey has forced Bledsoe to call a timeout. Looks like he may have hurt his wrist or his forearm.
Well, I don't think this is the team doctor. This is the head coach. He's only talked to him. He hasn't come to the doctor. Now, the doctor took out a pencil and a pad and wrote something down and said, so he must see. He never even spoke to the doctor. So I don't worry. If you're really hurt, you say, Coach, I love you. Get me the doctor. I don't want to talk to you. That didn't happen.
Bledsoe did separate his shoulder last year in week 3 at San Francisco, but came back. It was inconsistent all year long. Injury-free this year. 3rd down and 19, and the pass is caught by Troy Brown. His first catch of the year. Tom Carter makes the stop and knocks him out of play. Troy Brown, a 4th-year wide receiver out of Marshall, primarily a special teams performer, makes his first catch this season.
And here's how, watch Armstrong. He's the left tackle. He bangs inside on 90. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're trying to help on Sean Gilbert, so he's a little late outside. That's what got the quarterback hurt, because Bruce Armstrong is trying to help William Roberts block Sean Gilbert. So he's banging down inside. He's a little late outside.
Bad snap on 4th down and 11. Tuchel will punt. And Brian Mitchell from the 25-yard line runs into his own blockers at the 35 and goes down there after being hit by Vernon Lewis. It's a punt of 38 yards with an 11-yard return by Brian Mitchell and some time with which to work. 43 seconds in this first half, and the Redskins do have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, that was a line drive. You punt a line drive to Mitchell, and you're in trouble. That's it. They did a good job only allowing him to get 11 yards. That ball never got above the head of the coach stand on the sideline. That'll make you nervous.
So 2 timeouts for Farrat. His team down 16-10. They have punted the last 2 times they've had the ball. On the 35-yard line, 1st down and 10. Looks like there was movement on the side from McGinnis, and here goes Farrat. He throws it away. Intercepted by Willie Clay. And Clay is downfield, but that may be wiped away with the offsides. Clay with the interception, and if it stands, it will be his 4th. But the Redskins may have caught a break.
Well, he jumped off sides, left defensive end. Chris Slade left early. He got out of the woods too soon. He's coming back.
Offside. Defense. 53. 5 yards. Repeat 1st down.
Chris Slade jumps, crosses the line. What you have to stress with your team, no penalties in a 2-minute situation. You can never have a penalty on 3rd down, that's your ball possession, or 2 minutes. You can make a mistake on 1st down and 2nd down, especially if you're drawing blood, but you can't make a penalty in a 2-minute situation.
Penalty makes it 1st down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Farrat, shovel pass, that's a fumble or incomplete pass. It's an incomplete pass.
He didn't need to jump on that. Even that shovel pass is considered a forward pass.
Incomplete forward pass.
He said illegal.
They were so close, it was almost like a handoff.
Right, but he didn't have to jump on this. This shovel pass is considered a forward pass, so he didn't have to recover it. It's an incomplete pass. Come on, Gus, get the rules.
2nd down, 5. Rock began the game 7 of 8 through the air. Now he is 1 of his last 5 throwing. Ball play. Brian Mitchell. Mitchell with the 1st down. Weaving by defenders into Patriot territory. Stopped at the 49 and gain of 11 yards. And a quick timeout taken by Washington. They burned their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout remaining.
Timeout, Washington. 2nd charge team timeout. This is the 32nd timeout.
1st down run by the Redskins, and they've got it at the 49-yard line. Brian Mitchell picked up the yards, then quickly Washington called a timeout so Gus Farrat could go over and visit with Norb Turner on the sideline.
That shows you how big that penalty is when you get down in a 2-minute situation. You're laughing going the other way. Now you're trying to hang on to a lead. First down and 10 from the 49. Farrat
great time and great coverage by the Patriots, and the pass is just a little bit wide. A wide receiver, Leslie Shepard. Great coverage by New England secondary.
Oh, you see too much, my friend. They were faking that they were going to combo this. This is a fake, but it's a 22-man. They're going to help everybody. He's faking like they're going to help the slot. See him get out all the way out to the outside guy? That killed the quarterback. The quarterback read they're doubling the slot. He says to himself, I'm going to the outside guy. They snapped the ball. It was a double on the outside guy.
Showing one, they're playing two.
Oh, you love it, boy. You know too much.
Second down and 10. 20 seconds left in the half. Farad, good blocking, and the throw. Incomplete off the fingertips of a diving tight end, Jamie Asher at the 35. Corwin Brown followed him to the near side. What do you think of Farad today?
Well, it's the first. He was so accurate on the films that we've seen, but his accuracy was coming off the running game and the play-action pass. Now he's in a situation where he's got to throw it for a living, but I think he's a big-time quarterback. I think he's a guy that deserves to be considered a good young prospect that's going to do well in this league.
He's missed his last 4 passes. Third down and 10. Farad throws, and that's caught by the tight end Asher. First down to the 31-yard line of New England, a pickup of 18. He was right on the money as he jams it into his hulking tight end as the Redskins burn their final timeout.
And you talk about a throw on the money with Chris Slade. Almost got the sack. He beat Ed Simmons, the tackle. He's all over Farad when he throws it. Watch Slade. Watch the pressure. Pardon me, Slade's right here on the outside, inside. Hand up. I thought he was going to swat it. And that's why Farad special.
Between 2 receivers or defenders downfield.
Good job by Jamie Asher. We have 2 young quarterbacks, but there's a little difference in the quarterbacks. Per game, Bledsoe makes that each game, and Farad makes this for a year. So Bledsoe's making more today than Farad will make the whole season. Somehow that doesn't seem good.
A little change at the end of this year.
Oh, a little change because he's not going to do a contract till the entire season is over.
Scott Blanton will try a 48-yard field goal. The hold by Farad. And the kick is up, and it is no good. Wide to the left. That's how the drive ends for Washington. 3 seconds left on the first half clock. And the Redskins, they'll turn it over. And look where New England will get the ball with 3 seconds, but maybe a Hail Mary type throw here to end the first half.
Well, they dodged a bullet off of that penalty. You can see why jumping off sides in a 2-minute situation causes a problem. I see he's still holding on to his left elbow there.
It is his elbow.
It's holding on his left elbow, but he never spoke to the team doctor, and that's the key. If there's a bone sticking out, there's blood, you usually holler for a doctor. Otherwise, keep playing.
Bledsoe will go to a knee and run out the first half clock, which has seen his Patriots score on their first 4 drives today. Bill Parcells has got to be happy about that. That's into the first half with the score 16-10 New England. JB and Terry will be along from the Fox Television Center with the Dockers Khakis halftime report following these messages from your local Fox station.
Brought to you by Dockers Khakis. More looks than a halfback triple option. Hey, nice pass.
Back in Hollywood with Lawrence Olivier. I'm James Brown. Let's get you caught up on the scores.
Yes, sir.
Redskins, Terry Allen only 26 yards on the ground. Curtis Martin, 74. Michael Irvin back.
Cowboys are glad to have him back, hoping they'll bring some offense along with him. First 2 passes his way were incomplete, but then Aikman backfires. Comeback route, 12-yard reception, Michael Irvin. Second half has already started, though, and Aikman has thrown to him again. This time it was intercepted by Aeneas Williams.
How much weight has Brian Cox lost?
Oh, well, about $87,000 worth. Timed him in a 40 before the game in a 4-2. Look at this. David Craig. Oh, pump, gets safety out of there. Fade route, Curtis Conway. 18-yard TD reception. Bears all over the Saints in the first half, 17-7.
Robert Smith, 128 yards on the ground, but look at that scary sight. Worse than 0-5.
Oh, no, not as worse as the play of Trent Dilfer. But one good thing here, Robert Smith, second leading rusher in the NFC, bounces outside 26 yards, touchdown run. Good play by the defense of Tampa Bay, but they're losing 7-0 to the Vikes.
No clowning around by the Panthers. They look good early.
Well, they don't look good here, though, by the Rams. Tony Banks, rookie quarterback from Michigan State. His 9th fumble in 3 starts. Kevin Green gets it, says, oh, my God, I got to go 66 yards. I'm not in shape for this. Lunges in. World Wrestling Federation. There it is. Touchdown. Carolina up. Kerry Collins back. Looking. Finds Mushin Muhammad. 54-yard TD reception later. Poor tackling by cornerback Keith Lyle. Panthers all over the Rams. 28-13 at the half.
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Steelers up by a field goal in the 3rd. Jimmy Johnson's Dolphins picked off Jim Kelly's first pass. Lead is 7-0. Oilers by 10 over the Falcons. And the Jets had a 14-3 lead. It is now 14-14 at the half. When we come back, what kind of preview?
Baseball.
After this.
Patriots lead the Redskins by a count of 16-10 with Jerry Glanville. This is Kevin Harlan. And we've seen 2 quarterbacks begin red hot, then they cool down a little bit.
And they've gone to the running game. Where's Terry Allen? They've gone to the running game with Shepard running the reverse. And what's really surprising, New England has more rushes than the Redskins.
That is surprising.
That's
we weren't
a shock.
expecting that at all. Anyway, he mentioned Leslie Shepard. Watch this. In the 2nd quarter, a 32-yard reverse for a touchdown.
And the defensive end turned him in. He did his job, but Shepard outruns everybody.
Then New England got it back. Long gain here, 19 yards by Curtis Martin. He has looked good today.
Much better than he did last week. He's actually rushing the ball better than, I'm surprised, better than Terry Allen. Terry Allen's only got 24 yards at halftime.
And then he capped off the drive with that 3-yard touchdown run, and Curtis Martin has had a good day running the ball. He's averaging only 3.2 yards during the season. Today, Jerry's over 6 yards a carry.
Well, they found something. They've got the tight end in motion. They're running the toss sweep, but look at Allen. Here's a guy I think should go to the Pro Bowl, but not today.
So Vinatieri has the ball teed up for the New England Patriots, who lead 16-10 at half. And here we go with the second half in Foxborough. On the ground, he gets it off to William Bell, who normally blocks for Brian Mitchell. Bell takes it up the middle and out to the 32-yard line, and that's for Gus Frerotte in the offense. We'll begin things here in the second half. And through 30 minutes of this fray, here are some of the numbers.
Total yards, the Patriots, I think this is what they've done with Terry Allen. They've taken the clock, and that shut down the rushes. We never thought New England would have 84, and Redskins only 60, and most of that came from the reverse with Shepard.
Gus Frerotte, first down and 10, first play of the second half from New England. Now goes to Allen. He takes it across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Devin Wyman, rookie from Kentucky State, makes the stop.
Devin Wyman was a guy that they just didn't know whether he could play professional football or not. He really was a basketball player and played some football in college, but mainly a big guy that could run. 6th-round pick.
Second down and 6. And off again goes to Allen, and he busts it free, and he's out to the 45-yard line. Big hole and a gain of 9. Monty Brown got him around the ankles.
And that's what you have to do. You got Logan as a blocker, and don't forget you got Trey Johnson as a puller. This time they're pulling Bob Dahl from the old Cleveland, number 75. Used to be a Cleveland Brown. They don't even have a team anymore, but Bob Dahl pulls up or through there. They got to get the ball in this guy's hands to get control of this football game.
The number 4 rusher in the NFL coming into today. It's down in 10. Terry Allen again. Breaks 1 tackle and slithers to the 49. Picks up 4 as he broke the grasp of Terry Ray on the run.
Well, the last time they pulled Bob Dahl, this time Trey Johnson, the left guard. Big Trey's leading out 77. Look at that block. Trying to get Chris Slade. And I think they learned what we were talking about at halftime. I think they went at halftime and said, wow, we got to get the ball in 21's hands. He's got to start carrying this football.
Second down, 6. Just underway here in the second half. Action by Farrat, set up nicely, dumps it off to Logan, who's got some blockers and an escort inside the 30 and down to the 25-yard line. Well executed. Jimmy Hitchcock finally made the stop, but a big block by the pulling center, Jeff Ulanay.
Great. He did a play-action fake. Watch the quarterback. Pulling the guard and tackle. Sprinter one way. Nice pass to Logan the other way. This screen came away from all the action going to the tight end side.
First down coming up for the Redskins, and Washington has won the ball 10 times. First downs today. Here's number 11 to Terry Allen. It's working because he's down to the 17-yard line, and he picks up on the play 8 yards. Jimmy Hitchcock with another tackle in the secondary for the Patriots.
Well, when this drive's over, we don't have to ask, where is Terry Allen? At halftime, we said, where is he? He's not in the ball game. He's not getting the football. They're feeding him the ball now.
Like we said before, he wants to pass, but he's got to run. He's winning running the ball.
Their strength is Terry Allen running behind Trey Johnson.
Second down and a long 2 for quarterback Gus Farrat. Allen again around the block from Logan. Backpedals his way inside the 15, and that extra effort gives him the first down as Ted Johnson made the first hit on him.
And Logan's a good leader, but Trey Johnson is the key when Terry Allen has the ball. Big 77. There's Logan first, number 20, 77. He hits first. Logan follows. There comes Terry Allen getting that first down.
Allen's had a great beginning to the second half. In fact, he's gained more in the second half than he did all the first half.
On one drive.
First down and 10. Allen. A gain of a yard on the play, so now Allen 6 carries and 29 yards on this drive.
And he had 24 yards the first half on 8 carries. So they discovered what we did. They went in at halftime and said, you got to feed the stud. Well, he is the stud of the Washington Redskins. For them to win, he has to get attempts. Keep giving him the football.
Logan comes out. Mitchell goes in, but becomes a wide receiver at the top of your screen. Second down and 9 for Farrat. The pump fake and into the end zone. And he had a receiver who is Henry Ellard, and it's incomplete. Covered on the play by Willie Clay.
Well, that surprised me because he was wide open, and Farrat on film that we studied was so accurate, and he misses this one. It's going to end up in the corner of the end zone.
He's gone to Ellard 5 times.
Is he open? Wide open. And that's not Gus Farrat. What we saw on film was a guy that had unbelievable accuracy. That was just a bad throw.
Ninth play of the second half, opening drive for the Redskins. They got it third down and 9. They trail 16-10. Rock sets up and the throw, and it's caught, and it is a touchdown for Jamie Asher, his first of the year.
And a good throw. Put that one, that's what we saw on film. A hard ball, an RPM ball, and right where it had to be.
His first career touchdown, his first obviously of the season, and Jamie Asher puts the Redskins on top, or at least tied right now, and perhaps on top with the extra point.
You saw Jamie come off straight and just run a simple out. Not that hard to cover. Touchdown.
He beat the rookie, Lawyer Malloy. And the Redskins have recaptured the lead with a 13-yard touchdown pass to tight end Jamie Asher. Right out of the blocks, Gus Farrat, right on the money. 17-16 Washington. Tight end Jamie Asher just had his first career touchdown reception. He's been the go-to guy today for Gus Farrat. The Redskins on top, 17-16.
Well, he's been the go-to guy on third down. All 3 of his catches have been on third down to convert and keep the drives going.
The Redskins kick off, and it's taken at the 3-yard line by Troy Brown, who is back there 2 with Meggett. The flag is down as Brown takes it out to the 26-yard line. Derek Brownlow, who is the hitter on the Redskins special teams downfield to make the stop. Penalty He'll be assessed here in just a second by Ron Blum, but they've had a couple of conferences today. Nothing seems to be very easy for this crew today. A lot of things going on in the field.
Block below the knees. On a kicking game, you cannot leg cut anybody. You cannot block below the knees. He caught somebody leg cutting in their blocking on New England. Usually that causes it's a team covering the kick tries to blow up the wedge. So it's usually the cover team that is leg cutting.
Personal foul, low block. 36 of the kicking team breaking up the wedge. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down, timeout.
We'll see Drew Bledsoe for the first time in the second half. When we come back, the penalty is on Bell. Redskins by 1.
William Bell, who's hit right behind this 16 from Georgia Tech, a backup running back, goes in the wedge too low and tries to blow up a knee. And the official caught him. You're not allowed to get underneath. They made that play illegal 4 years ago.
So Drew Bledsoe begins at first down and 10 from his own 41. And he throws down the middle, and he's picked off for the first time today, intercepted by Darrell Green. And Green, who takes it inside the 40, is finally brought down by lineman Bruce Armstrong. A return of 20 yards, and Bledsoe throws his first interception today.
And it looked like an interception totally out of a zone. There's a man, the guy's not running with him. See, that's all zone. 88's just allowed to just clear over wherever he wants to go.
Bledsoe throws his first interception in a game and a half. And for cornerback Darrell Green, his second interception of the year. He had one opening day against Philadelphia, picking off Rodney Peete. And he picks off Bledsoe today. Now can the Redskins capitalize? They've got the momentum. They've scored on their first possession in the second half already, and it's a Terry Allen run. And a gain of 2 on the play. Ted Johnson brought him down from behind. Right now for McDonald's game break, let's return to James Brown at our Fox Television Center in Hollywood.
All right, Kevin, Arizona defense had done a pretty good job against Dallas, but Emmitt Smith comes up with his 100th career rushing TD, and the Cowboys lead at 10-0. That in the fourth. Back to Kevin and Kerry, and ask Jerry, is my collar okay?
Oh, he looks good. I like that new collar. He always looks good. James, you are the man.
Second down 8. They send Allen over the right side, and he is pulled down by Ted Johnson with another tackle at the 34-yard line.
You can see the second half philosophy has changed for the Redskins. They're going to give it to 21, and their formations are dictating that. Now here comes a third down, and the big guy in third down has been Jamie Asher. The tight end has been getting open on the third down. Terry Allen leaves because Mitchell comes in. Terry Allen told us he goes over and he turns around and he stares right at this play. So he's on the sideline watching like you are at home, hoping for a first down.
Third down and 5. Farad, great time. Great coverage by the Patriots, and Farad throws deep and incomplete. Henry Ellard was downfield in a hurry, and great coverage applied by Lawyer Malloy, the rookie.
And the protection caught my eye. You talked about the coverage. You saw that. What great protection. We got a flag down.
Flag at the 20-yard line. It's late, and it's a penalty against the Patriot defense.
Illegal contact. Number 24, defense. 5 yards. Automatic first down.
Well, you know, this flag, if the quarterback scrambled out of the pocket, he must have bumped him because the quarterback did move out of the pocket. That's Ty Lawler. Now, let's see where he's get the penalty, if we can see it all. You can't bump him yet because he's in the pocket. You still can't bump him. You can't hit anybody. Now you can bump him. That's pretty close as to where the quarterback was when the infraction took place.
First down by Washington inside the 30-yard line of New England. A big handoff to Allen, and the dump across the middle to Mark Logan, the fullback, who rolls to the 20-yard line and picks up 9 yards before Monty Brown got him from behind.
Mark Logan played for a lot of football teams. Been with Miami, been with a lot of good clubs. We watched him last year. He's much like Sam Gash. He's a good blocker. He's a little more flexible, a little more fluid in the receiving game. So he is one of the receivers they look for.
He had 7 catches coming into today. He's had 3 receptions today paired with Allen in the backfield. Second down and 1. Allen. There's a flag and a lunge at the last second by Allen to the 19. He had to get just inside the 19. Willie McGinnis makes the stop. And a hold against Washington.
Anytime the flag comes up that quick before the back even got in and that flag came out, you got offensive lineman holding.
Holding. 77 offense. 10 yards. Repeat second down.
77 is Trey Johnson, left guard. There's Jim Hannafin, offensive line coach. He's been around a long, long time.
There's Trey. Oh, he got beat on a loop, so he tackled Wyman. He got beat, so he made a tackle. Can't do that.
Archie back to the 30, second down and 11 with the penalty, and a quick throw by Perron. He's got Ellard, and Ellard is on the move with the first down inside the 15. Knocked down at the Patriot 12, a gain of 17, and a Redskin first down.
Well, they're having a little trouble. The Patriots are at right corner. Well, the Redskins are going to exploit that. They're going to come after whoever they put in that right corner. They started Hitchcock. They've now gone to a new man. They had Willie Clay out there at corner. I don't know how Willie Clay got to a corner. He's usually a safety. So they're putting Willie at a different position.
First down and 10. Allen. And nothing up the middle. Mark Wheeler grabbed him around one leg and it was wrapped around the other leg by Johnson.
A little blind run in there. That surprised me for Terry Allen. There's a big wad. He just sort of hit the wad. They're going to hit up in here in the holes to the outside. He usually bounces it. There's the lead draw. And he just sort of runs. That's not like him. He usually finds where the cutback lane or where the bounce out is. Ran into the big pile that time.
Washington has been tough to begin this second half. A touchdown pass already. Second possession. It's second down and 10. Perron into the end zone. And incomplete. Incomplete. Ty Law came up on the one-hopper. Mark Wheeler provided the pressure up the middle for the New England Patriots.
He was all over the quarterbacks. It's a bootleg, and is coming out with it. The guard's going to come with the quarterback, but Mark Wheeler works his way. Doesn't chase anything. He keeps coming after the quarterback. A little stumble and fumble, and a bounce interception. First bounce don't count.
The numbers for Perron today. Third down and 10, seventh play of this Washington drive from the shotgun, and Perron calls timeout.
Oh, and he snapped it.
Timeout was called beforehand, though. They blew the whistle, so that does not count.
Timeout, Washington. First charge, timeout.
A pretty important play coming up for the Washington Redskins, who now have the lead 17-16. Norm Turner brings in a first-place club in the NFC East at 4-1. They've won 4 consecutive games. Bill Parcells has won 3 in a row. Third down and 10, seventh play of this Redskin drive. Jerry, the Redskins are the #1 red zone offense in the NFL. They're in the red zone right now.
What they have to do in this red zone on this third down, the ball has to end up in the end zone. Go for a touchdown. Don't throw anything short or dinky-dunky. Put the ball in the end zone.
Perron into the end zone. And he's got the touchdown. Henry Ellard is first of the year in a 13-yard touchdown pass from Gus Perron.
Well, Scooter Magruder has to get underneath this route. He was over the top. Once you cross the goal line, watch 27. Scooter's got to get between the receiver and the quarterback. You can't stay behind him. He's got to be underneath to make that play. Henry is reading his mail.
Scott Blank will try the extra point. 6:18 remaining in the third quarter. Blank bangs it through. And the Washington Redskins cash in on a Drew Bledsoe interception to cap it off with a 13-yard touchdown pass. Perron to Ellard. Redskins with 2 second-half touchdowns after trailing at the half, 16-10. 14 unanswered points as you take a look at our Budweiser game summary. Allen has caught fire here in the second half. Martin continues to sports some very good numbers, but Jerry, those came all in the first half of football.
Well, the interception changed this game. The Redskins not only had a good first drive, but then when the Patriots got the ball back, bam, they gave it right to the Redskins, and they went in again.
So catch number 735 for Henry Eller. It's a touchdown, and the Redskins on top, 24-16. The kickoff to David Maggott from the goal line. He stumbles out, lost his footing. He's hit once, and he's tackled by a Forson at the 10-yard line.
Well, that was excellent kick coverage. When you can kick off today and get somebody at the 10-yard line, that was excellent coverage.
Next week, Fox NFL Sunday begins with America's favorite pregame show. Let JB, Terry, Howie, and Ronnie start off your football Sunday, and tune in and take Terry Bradshaw's football quiz. Find out how much football you really know. Don't miss Fox NFL Sunday. Check local listings for the time in your area. Next Sunday on the Fox Television Network. Worst beginning field position for the Patriots today from their 10, first down and 10. That goes to Martin. He peruses the left side and picks up 2. Second down and long.
They were lucky to get the 2. The Redskins ran a blitz right off the corner that they were trying to gain that yardage. So Curtis Martin avoided the blitz and picked up a few yards. He could have got whacked there for a big loss.
Great second half defense for Washington. They have an interception from Drew Bledsoe in this quarter. They're down and 9. Bledsoe throws. And the pass is caught by Terry Glenn. That was a second down pass, and he's out to the 19, about a yard shy of the first. Darrell Green and Rod Stevens smack.
How about Rod Stevens? Does he get in on every play? He has to stop the run. He has to take the tight end and the nickel. And now he gets the big hit on Terry Glenn. Good catch, crowded area, and whack! Man, did he hit it.
That second down pass completion now results in third down and 1. And the Patriots have missed their last 6 third downs. Bledsoe gives off to Martin. There's a good block by Rucci and a first down by Martin. Here he goes. Outside the 40. A foot race to midfield. Breaks another tackle. There goes a flag. And Martin is inside the Redskin 25-yard line.
What a great run. Unfortunately, there's flags all over the field.
Personal foul. 15-yard face mask. Half the distance to the goal. First down the line.
A 57-yard career best run by Curtis Martin.
He's in there in a crowded area. It's a good pulling job by Rucci. There's the face mask right there. Stanley Richard had him on the face mask. Watch him pull his head around. His head will go the opposite direction. Well, I tell you what. He got off it. He took his hand off it. But it is the penalty.
The pitch out to Maggott. First down and 10. He cuts inside. Then he stood up. Big hit by Daryl Morrison.
Hello.
Gain of about 2. Second down and 8. We've got a 24-16 Redskin lead.
What a stick. Oh, boy. James Brown sitting in that studio. You wish you were here. What a ball game.
Martin comes back in. Maggott will lead. Second down and 9. Bledsoe. The flat caught by Martin, and then he is caught. A great defense from linebacker Marcus Patton, the leading tackler on the Redskin defense.
Boy, he had that smelled out. Really, when Drew looked over there, it was already covered. He shouldn't have put the ball there. Could have gotten real serious trouble. Patton's an unbelievable hitter. The thing I love about Patton the best, his mother plays full contact football on the West Coast. His mama plays contact football.
Marcus, a former Buffalo Bill, signed here as a free agent. Third down and 15 for Bledsoe. 3:15 left in the quarter. Bledsoe, great coverage by Washington. There's a fumble on the play, and it's It's loose at the 25-yard line. And it appears New England has retained possession. And again, the Redskin defense will limit New England to no more than a field goal try as the ball is knocked away by Rich Owens on the defensive line.
Well, the point you're making, they've been down there a lot, and they're getting field goals a lot instead of touchdowns. Oh, boy, great pressure.
Vinatieri, who has kicked field goals from 24, 29, and 35 yards. 5 from 43. He kicked the 50-yarder last week at Baltimore. Right from the snap, 2 for the hold, and the kick is up. And the rookie hits the uprights. And so Bledsoe and the Patriots come up with nothing on the drive.
Ball belongs to Washington. If the spotter of kick.
Redskins get it back, and they dodge a bullet and still lead 24-16. Movie beginning at 8/7 Central right here on the Fox Television Network.
Now I know why they asked you to have a part in that movie.
Yeah. First down and 10 yards to go. Redskins have scored on their first 2 second-half possessions. Brian Mitchell, the former quarterback in college, throws downfield. There's a flag. It's against the New England Patriots. And so it would seem, incomplete pass. Terry Ray was guarding Leslie Shepard. Now jury and crew discuss things on the sideline.
I think they'll pick it up. Everybody's arguing he ran into me, he ran into me. I think they'll pick that flag up. It's hard to determine who ran into who. I believe the flag gets picked up.
Third quarter, Redskins lead it 24-16. Farad 2 touchdown passes today. Shepard a 32-yard reverse for a touchdown, mirroring what he did against the New York Jets a couple weeks ago. And the discussion continues on the field.
There is no offensive pass interference. The ball was ruled uncatchable.
Let's look at it again.
So they did pick the flag up just like they should have. This officiating crew, they're amazing. They do just about everything correct.
It was almost incidental contact because one guy was turning and the other guy had his head turned. And
Terry Ray was rotating his hips, trying to turn back the other way, and and he really got run into. So the bottom line, there is no penalty. Good job by the officials.
That'll bring us to second down and 10 to 18 left in the third quarter. Goes to Allen, bounces outside, and smelled out beautifully by Willie McGinnis, who came up and made a great tackle on Allen.
You talk about good football. We've seen it all today. They're pulling the guard. The Redskins, here comes a tight end coming around. He's trying to get Willie McGinnis. He's coming off the block. Linebackers are flying around. Willie McGinnis in on the play. They wanted to run at Willie. They thought they could get Willie because of his size. Well, he's still there when the play's over.
Making the switch from linebacker to a down lineman. Third down and 13 for Gus Farad, leading 24-16. Farad hit as he throws. High and uncatchable for his wide receiver, Henry Ellard. Willie McGinnis applying the pressure on Farad. It looks like he has dazed Farad with his whack.
Oh, you see too much, my friend. You're going to make me leave. You've seen it all. Watch Willie McGinnis. Watch him beat Joe Patton. Nice move. Got 2 hands down. Boom! Oh, right on the face. That's why that quarterback needs a raise. They're not paying him enough.
Redskins began the second half with 2 touchdown passes. Here's their first punt in the second half. Matt Turk, all 236 pounds of attack, at about the 20. Dave Megan will be under the count.
What a punt.
On the 15-yard line, here comes Dave Megan. Head down and forces ahead to the 26-yard line before he is met by Al Pintano, former New England Patriot, now playing special teams for Washington Redskins. Well, next week on Fox NFL Sunday, Rodney Hampton leads the Giants into Washington to battle Terry Allen and the Skins in a tough NFC East matchup. Plus other exciting regional action. It all begins at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Check local listings for the game and time in your area. Right here on the Fox Television Network. Kevin Harlan, Jerry Glanville, and colorful New England. This is the weekend to be here. What a game we've seen today. Like a heavyweight fight. Back and forth it's gone, but Washington has scored 14 unanswered points, and they lead it. Curtis Martin upfield with a first down run. He picks up 15 yards to the 41-yard line with a great block provided by William Roberts and wide receiver Terry Glenn.
Wow, and you call it. We got guards on both sides there. Watch William Roberts. He'll be number 76, the guard from the backside. Here he comes around through, and look at Glenn get his block. We got Roberts and Rusci on this team. We got Dahl and Trey Johnson on the other. We got 4 guards that are all trying to win this football game.
Cash is in the backfield. First down and 10. Bledsoe sets up his screen, and he's got his wide receiver, rookie Terry Glenn. Glenn is 43-yard line, picks up a couple yards on the play. As our third quarter is winding down.
Sean Gilbert was all over that quarterback. And when you get pressure on Drew, the ball comes out hotter. The ball becomes a hot ball when he gets, there's 94, and he beats William Roberts, and the ball becomes hot. Nice catch, Terry Glenn. Great pressure that time by Sean Gilbert.
Bledsoe and the offense will run out the third quarter clock.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Redskins have scored 14 unanswered points. That's the end of the third quarter with this score. New England 24 and Washington on top 24-16. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station.
Fox News Boston tonight after the National League Championship Series.
Gus Frerotte, 2 second-half touchdown passes, a 32-yard touchdown reverse by Shepard. It is 24-16 Redskins as we begin this fourth quarter from Foxborough. Handoff goes to Curtis Martin. Sprung out, then cuts and gets the first down. Great move into Redskin territory at the 42-yard line. Marcus Beck brought him down. And a great game today for Curtis Martin. He picks up 13 right there. Jerry, he is over 160 yards on the day rushing.
And he's getting a lot of help from a nice pulling guard. The best pulling guard they got is William Roberts. There he is. Oh, he got a little throat job there. He could have been called on that, but you're right. Martin is running like he was last year, like a Pro Bowl back.
He had 9 100-yard games a year ago. Today is his first of the season. Double tight ends, first down and 10 yards to go. Play action by Bledsoe. Great time. And he throws to Glenn. He's got the first down. Great reception. 22-yard line. He beat Tom Carter. Oh, and they call it. One referee said he caught it. The other one said he was out of bounds. Incomplete pass. He did not have both feet in. One guy said, this man right here said he was out. Al Jury said he was in. The other guy won the battle.
What pass protection. Quarterback waiting. This is a deep crossing route from all the way across the field. One. Oh, the officials are right on it. He's out.
Good call.
Nice call. They're booing here at New England, but they're wrong. The officials made the correct call. Al Jury from San Francisco is right again.
Motorcycle cop. 7 down and 10. Bledsoe hit as he throws and squeezes the trigger and gets the pass off to his tight end, Ben Coates. Wow. And Coates is all the way to the 37-yard line. On the play, he picks up 6. Marcus Patton is up the middle and in the face of Bledsoe.
Kevin, my friend, watch the quarterback get hit. Watch the ball come out because he feels pressure. It'll be a good pass. Look at the pass to Coates. Watch Coates get hit. Face on face. Everybody's after everybody. I hope this game goes overtime and we can watch it for a couple more hours.
Third down and 5. In the fourth quarter and 13 and a half minutes left in the game.
Blitz, blitz.
Bledsoe reads a quick pass caught by Coates. Then Coates brought down by Daryl Morrison, who read it beautifully on the sidelines. It was down at the 35, 36-yard line. Where's the spot going to be?
That's the first time the Redskins brought everybody. Everybody's coming. Everybody you see here is going to be in the blitz. And so it's one-on-one with the tight end. Good job. You called it. Bledsoe saw what we did and brought the ball out.
It's nice to have that safety valve in Coates.
Fourth down.
Going for it again. A short 3. 4th down. Bledsoe. Incomplete, looking for Sean Jefferson. Incomplete pass. Tom Carter was again picked on by Bledsoe, but that time they can't convert the 4th down, and so Washington will get it over on downs.
There's Carter. Good jam at the line. Inside. Got a little pull on the jersey. At his left hand and was pulling the number off.
Redskin defense holds again. They give the ball back to their offense, leading 24-16. Bledsoe couldn't convert the 4th down, and on downs it goes back to the Redskins, who lead at 24-16 early in the 4th quarter from Foxborough. Off the 35-yard line. First down handoff. Terry Allen tapping on 1 foot out to the 41, picks up 6.
And I think,
down by Ty Law.
I think what happens, Kevin, now that they have the lead, Allen really becomes the man. He becomes the man. They got the lead. You don't want to get a turnover. Everybody knows he's a workhorse. Now you feed him and you just keep feeding him.
62 yards today for Allen. 2nd down and 3. Allen again. Should have the 1st down, squirming his way to the 46. Ted Johnson into him.
And that's a cutback. They came with 2 tight ends on the line of scrimmage. So it's balanced. They're going to run out of balance, so you can't slant him or you can't cheat him. He'll start one way and cut the other. He'll start this way and bring it back. See the 2 tight ends cutting off both outside linebackers. Change the formation this time, Kevin. Got the fullback back in there.
1st down, and now they bring Jenkins out of the backfield as a tight end. Asher is in motion. Allen, that's the call. Up the middle, and a gain of about 1.5 yards. Mike Jones plugged up the middle for the New England defense. Down to 11.5 minutes remaining in the game.
Well, Terry didn't follow the pulling guard. They pulled Trey Johnson, but he didn't follow. Hit right up inside, got whacked pretty good.
Allen, who will be a free agent after this season, said to us last night he'd like to finish his career in Washington.
He said he never finished career back in Minnesota. He said he'd never go back to the Vikings.
2nd down and 9. Perrott swings it out to Allen. He's short and incomplete. Devin Wyman got his 6'7" frame in front of Perrott. He had even blocked him, and the pass is short, uncatchable. And the Redskins quarterback. 3rd down.
Watch this rookie defensive tackle. Right here, 72. Pushing Trey Johnson back. Takes a pretty good grown-up to push Trey Johnson.
He tipped the ball. Redskins 3rd down and 9. Play clock is down to 4. Rock gets time, going deep, and he's got the receiver, and it's incomplete downfield. He was looking for speed merchant Leslie Shepard, Vernon Lewis. Stride for stride. They'll bring up 4th down for Washington.
They were trying to fake him. They showed one-on-one on the outside, but the safety fake and didn't get out to help. He's going to help him if he gets there, but it's one-on-one. He doesn't get there in time. Now look at him. He's going to help. Didn't help. Out and up. Overthrown.
After 2 touchdown passes, 2 consecutive punts by the Redskins. Here goes Matt Turk to punt once again. Make it back to about his 10-yard line. High hanging punt. Make it from the 13-yard line, and he fumbled the ball, and it's loose at the 17-yard line. And the Patriots, who have turned it over on a Bledsoe interception already today.
I think he fumbled it without contact, Kevin. I don't even think he got hit when he dropped the ball.
I'm looking for flags. I don't see any flags, but the big pile, and it is New England's ball, and Bill Parcells dodges a bullet right there. You know, Megan has had 4 fumbles on kicks this year already.
He's got it there. Makes his cut to the outside. There it came right out without contact. Kicked it with his foot. Went right through the legs of one Redskin. And now you got to fight for it. He's hit himself on the chest saying, am I in the game?
Number 58, the kicking team, illegally downfield. 5 yards, repeat 4th down.
Well, there was a penalty flag thrown, but it was on the sideline and out of view, so it was not on the field.
I see the flag now way over there.
Yep. On the sideline. 58, Artie Moore. As Pete Rodriguez continues to vent his frustration. His special teams, Jerry, today have been penalized 4 times, 4 of the 8 Redskin penalties.
And I know Pete, he's an excellent football coach. Win, lose, or tie this thing, he'll get after somebody about making those penalties.
10:47 in the 4th quarter. 24-16 Redskins. Now punt again. Turk, and that was almost blocked. Meggett will let it bounce, picks it up on a hop, and wisely falls on it at the 17-yard line on a 40-yard punt. That Turk, great pressure up the middle from Teddy Bruschi. Redskins on top still. Maranda's run a couple touchdown passes. There's his counterpart, Drew Bledsoe, who's had a very ordinary second half. Not a lot of throws, not a lot of completions.
It was much hotter that, well, what they got going, they got Curtis Martin going. And so you can't be throwing it when Curtis Martin is running. They only got 1 ball, but Martin's been hot. I keep going with that hot guy. Here's a blitz, Kevin.
And a big possession for the Patriots. First down and 10 yards to go for Bledsoe. And across the middle he goes. Caught by David Meggett. He's back at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Rod Stevens made the stop.
Rod Stevens, what a hit. This guy has played. This guy lives in Georgia. Went to Georgia Tech. Went to Seattle as a free agent. Has worked himself into being a big-time football. Watch this whack. In the open field. Crushes him.
10 tackles today for Rod Stevens.
He told us last night, I just want to knock somebody's head off.
Second down, 6, and the pass is caught for a first down up to the 40-yard line. Running is rookie Terry Glenn. That's a gain of 19.
And that's why you draft Terry Glenn, the first pick on your football team. Where would the Patriots be without this receiver? He can get open, and he can run after the catch.
Bledsoe thrives on this pressure. He thinks he's better, Jerry, with no huddle and just gunning the ball.
In fact, he likes to get in the shotgun and just go up and down the field without a huddle in the shotgun.
First down and 10 from the 40-yard line.
Oh, 94 is there.
But Bledsoe gets away and throws, and the pass is dropped at the 48-yard line. It was intended for Sean Jefferson, broken up nicely by the veteran Darrell Green.
And Sean Gilbert, man, was he there instantly. He must have did an arm over. 94. Jerk, pull the arm over. He's beating William Roberts on the pass. Bledsoe gets away. Oh, I tell you, Gilbert, he's helping the secondary. The way he's after the quarterback, your secondary can play a whole lot tighter and better.
Second down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Hand off, David Meggett. And he shimmies his way up to the 43, picks up 3 yards. Marcus Patton was there to meet him, brought him down to the 10.
I wonder where Martin is. I wonder why you're giving the ball to Meggett. I wonder what happened to Curtis Martin. He's the guy with the hot hand.
But now he's on the sideline.
Maybe he cramped up. Maybe he lost his fluid. I don't understand why he's not playing.
9 minutes to play in the 4th. Third down and 6 for the Patriots, who trail 24-16. Bledsoe, a throw, and it's out of the reach of his tight end, Ben Coates. Stride for stride with him, safety Brian Walker, a rookie free agent from Washington State.
Well, they have to punt here. If you're a Patriot fan, you have to punt. But when the Redskins get the ball, you have to go after them. It's time to throw away all caution and try to knock that ball loose down on their half the field. So it'll be interesting what the Patriot defense does when they go in here. And, of course, if you're a Redskin fan, you got to feed Terry Allen.
Mitchell watches the Tupa punt land near the goal line. They call the touch tack and send it back out to the 20-yard line. The New England Patriots in this second half. Interception, missed field goal. They've lost it on downs, and they punt right there. We're in the 4th. The Redskins 24, the Patriots 16. 14 unanswered points by the Washington Redskins. They lead it 24-16. A flip-flop of time of possession, Jerry. It was all New England in the first half, and you can see the Redskins have about a 2-minute lead here in the second.
I think that's the Terry Allen difference. Right now, they got to pound Terry Allen to win this game. Give it to your best player.
On the 21st down and 10, here goes Allen, and there goes the New England defense, smelled out perfectly by Todd Collins and Willie McGinnis. They throw him for a loss of 4.
Well, they went after him with just one tight end in the game. The last time they tried to take the clock, they had 2 tights, 2 wides. If you go back with the 2 tight ends, that stops people from coming off the corner, and that's what they're doing right now. I see a tight end running in the game.
Last 2 possessions for Norv Turner's Redskins. 9 plays, 5 yards, 2 punts. Second down, 13. Perrott out of the pocket and to Ellard, who drops the ball at the 20-yard line. I don't think I believe what I just saw.
That was a bad pass. I can't believe Gus threw that one. It looked like he was going to throw it and changed his mind. He's too good a player to... Wow, that was... I don't know, did Jones tip it? Maybe Mike Jones got his hand on it. I don't think so.
Ellard couldn't have been more open.
Oh, here's a 3rd and long. If you're sitting in your living room, it's time to stand up. Stand up and start screaming for your team.
3rd down, 13. You see the play clock down to 2, and the snap goes to Perrott, and the ball is batted down and almost picked off at the 9-yard line. Corwin Brown on a safety blitz up the middle.
The blitz came way late. They were going to blitz, but Perrott quick snapped him, and the blitz wasn't a factor, but they batted down. Watch how the blitz is coming out of center field on this one. This guy, believe it or not, is the blitzer. Go on, go on. He's too late. The ball snapped. Oh, man. Batted the football.
3rd consecutive Redskin punt. Matt Turk. And this is a bad punt. Off the side of his foot. Landing at the 46. Going across midfield and down
and hit a guy from New England. It hit a New England guy. That's going to be a Redskin ball.
But they don't call it, and they point in the direction of the Patriots, and New England's got the ball after the 36-yard punt by punter Matt Turk.
47-yard line.
7:51 left in the game. 24-16, the Washington Redskins.
The circle man is Vernon Lewis. Watch him and see if the ball hits him in the cage. The ball bounces and the ball comes up. I think it hits him right in the cage. And alertly, the Redskin jumps on it. But that's hard to see. We had to run that replay 5 times to try to make a decision.
On the left, Patriots with the ball. Best beginning field position today. On the 47, Meggett in the backfield. Bledsoe like to work on 1st and 10. He goes to Meggett. And Meggett into Redskin territory. Gain of about 9.5. Short of the first down to the 43-yard line. Gerald Green brings him down.
Well, they're evidently going to throw it because Martin's not in the game. Meggett's in the game unless Martin's injured. But they're throwing it. They're trying to get this game tied up. Watch this ball. RPM. Found an alley. Meggett knows how to get a first down.
Chains will come over. They'll get a more accurate measurement. They'll spot the ball on the sideline where Meggett went out. Big possession for the Patriots.
Oh, this is it. It's time. 7:44. Needs a foot. Maybe
less.
Yeah. Well, my foot. My foot's smaller than yours.
You have a small.
Well, you wear that 12.
Bill Parcells brought his team in on 3 consecutive wins, a record of 3-2. And here comes Curtis Martin, who's had a brilliant day, over 160 yards rushing.
With 7:44, I think you feed Martin. I think you keep giving him the ball. The tight end's outside. If he motions in, that's when they run that flip this way.
2nd down inches. There goes a penalty flag as the receiver up on top of your screen, Sean Jefferson, looked like he moved a little bit early.
He can't do that because he's not involved in the play. If you're coaching him, you got to get all of them. This play is an inside lead. He is not involved. He cannot have a penalty.
Prior to the snap, false start. 84 offense, 5 yards. Repeat 2nd down.
The wideout cannot make a penalty on an inside running play. That's unforgivable. Here he is. He's not involved. There he goes. Wow, you'd have to greet him on the sideline with a hello.
So 2nd and inches now makes 2nd down and 5. Coates is on the move. Bledsoe to throw the ball. And he's got the first down. Right on the money reception made at the 36-yard line by Sean Jefferson, who the penalty was just against. He picks up 13 yards, and he's got a Patriot first down.
Well, what you do as a head coach, you forgive him for that stupid penalty. He's going to come back. Here he is, going to run a hook. All he's going to do is turn inside, and the hot ball's coming.
Boy, are they working on Carter.
Wow, Carter's. I've never seen Carter play that far off. Oh, what a whack there.
And he leads the league going into today in interceptions.
He's playing way back. He's playing like he's frightened or scared.
1st and 10, the flea flicker. Back to Bledsoe. Here comes the defense, and the pass is short and uncatchable for tight end Ben Coates. Romeo Bandison right up the middle.
The reason he didn't throw the flea flicker, they had 4 guys covering 2 guys. There's nobody open. The 2 receivers are going to have double coverage on each one of them. Watch the flea flicker. He's going to put it back here and flick it. Then the crossing route. He picked up the crossing route. He picked up that crossing route. That was nice. It was zone, and they picked up each other's guy crossing. Nice job in the secondary.
2nd down 10. Here they come at him again. Gilbert was chasing, incomplete to the tight end Coates. Darrell Morrison is all over Coates on the coverage.
And Gilbert made the play. Sean Gilbert caused this thing to come out early. 94 is Gilbert. Big trade with the Rams. The Rams had him at end. He couldn't play in, and they put him back at tackle. Double team, roll out, helicopter, chase the quarterback. Much better tackle than he ever played that in.
3rd down and 10. Megan again in the backfield.
Blitz. Blitz.
Here they come at Bledsoe. Moves up and throws a pass. He's got Glenn inside the 5 and a great catch at the 2.
First round draft pick. Why do you draft a receiver number 1? How do you make a guy make a play? Look at the coverage. They're all over him. Wow. What a great catch. There's a kid with heart and character. And what do all the coaches tell us? Get a guy from Ohio State and he'll help you win.
33-yard pickup. First down and goal. Bledsoe out of the pocket, being chased and throws it away wisely. It's incomplete. Once you move outside that realm of the tackles, you can throw the ball away, and that's exactly what Bledsoe did. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
And you can jam the wide receivers once the tackle gets out there, so it changes the whole football game. I'm surprised they didn't run it here. Maybe they'll run it this time.
Glenn just picked up 33 yards. He's had a big day with 7 receptions. Now the Patriots will go with 3 tight ends, Bartram, Burke, and Coates. And Curtis Martin right in back of Brucci, and it's a touchdown for New England.
Going for 2. They'll go for 2, Kevin.
It's 24-22. Last week in Baltimore, they had 2 two-point conversions converted. Martin tacks on the touchdown. Great block by Todd Rucci, taking the place of the injured Bob Kratz. And the Redskins want to think it over.
Washington, 2nd charge, team timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
Timeout by the Redskins. A 2-point conversion coming up for New England after this touchdown run by Curtis Martin. Redskins began the second half with 2 passing touchdowns for Norv Turner's ball club. New England has come back. Great beginning field position on a drive from the 47-yard line. 2-yard touchdown run by Martin. Now they're going to try for 2, Jerry, and try to tie it. It's 24-22, Washington.
You can put this ball on the hash. I'm surprised they left the ball in the middle of the field. You could have put this over on the left hash and had more field to the right.
for the tie and the two-point conversion. Martin, a block from Gash. Redskins spell it out, and Martin is run out of room. And Washington's defense holds again as Daryl Morrison closed the door on Parcells' two-point try.
Now behind the line of scrimmage by William Gaines.
A toss sweep. They had success with this in the first quarter. The tight end will be in motion coming off the right side of your screen. There's the tight end, Coates 87. There's the block by Gash. Defense, Morrison does good job, chases it. Good pursuit. Everybody working hard.
A lot of time left, too. 5.5 minutes.
Well, a field goal still wins it, so it's still a good try. You got to go for two because the field goal wins the game if you're at New England. And if you're back at home in Washington, you got to be excited. Good defensive play. And the hustle and the chase and the gang tackle stopped that play.
Again, last week, New England did make two-point conversions. In fact, the Ravens made 3 of them. Vinatieri has the ball at the 30-yard line to kick off to Washington. 5:33 left in this game. 24-22, the Redskins by 2 points.
I think if Washington wants to win the game and keep the clock and grind it out, they got to come in on 1st and 10 with the 2 tight ends. Don't come in with the 2 back set. They have to have 2 tights, 2 wides. And that way they can take 5 minutes off this clock.
Eat up the clock. Vinatieri. And he'll go deep with the kickoff. And it will be taken by Brian Mitchell. 5 yards deep in the end zone. And he'll go to a knee. So a touchback to the 20-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Leading by 2, and Gus Frerotte has got 5.5 minutes with which to work. Well, coming up next, our Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader continues when the Eagles battle the Giants and the Lions head west to take on the Raiders in 2 tough NFL matchups. Exciting NFL action coming up right here on Fox. Check local listings for the game and time in your area.
Well, they got the 2 tight ends, Kevin. Got 2 tight ends in the ball game, both to the left side. That's where they're going.
Last 3 possessions for the Redskins have not been productive. 1st down and 10. Terry Allen. No place to go. A gain of about a yard as he carves it on the left side of the New England defense. Mark Wheeler smacked him at the 22.
Well, the defense is rearing up on their hind legs. They're trying to stop them from getting 1 first down. Good D. Watch everybody in the blue jersey. Both defenses hustling, chasing, and gang tackling.
2nd and 8. Frerotte has missed his last 5 passes. Now he has missed his last 6 consecutive throws. Henry Ellard was in his sights downfield. It'll be 3rd down. 4:45 to play, and Norv Turner leading by a slim 2 points.
He had great protection. He just had nobody open. He did the correct thing. Logan's back in the game. He likes Logan. But 3rd down, he's been finding the tight end. Jamie Asher's been the guy for him on 3rd down, number 84.
3rd down and 8 yards to go. Frerotte. It as he throws and completes his first pass in 7 tries. And downfield with the ball, they've got Henry Ellard inside the 40 and to the Patriot 38-yard line. Great block by Leslie Shepard. Henry Ellard picks up 40 yards, and that will quiet the crowd and breathe new life into the Redskins.
Well, New England came with a blitz, but just like we drew it up the last time, they came from so deep he doesn't get there. There's the blitzer coming all the way from left field so that you don't get that extra pressure. They're trying not to show it, but they lost the effectiveness of having the extra pressure.
Passing the 4-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Redskins by 2, 1st down and 10. Allen around the Logan block, and again, not much there as he gets to the 37. Ted Johnson with the first hit on him.
And Mark Wheeler. Ted Johnson and Mark Wheeler are doing an excellent job trying to give their offense the ball one more time.
Before Frerotte completed that long pass, 40 yards to Henry Ellard, who needs to take a breather. He had missed 6 in a row.
Well, Ellard got hurt on that. When he came across on that route, somebody looks like a rib. He's holding on to his ribs. But it doesn't matter. The Redskins are running 2 tights, 2 backs, and only 1 wideouts in the game.
Referees have called timeout. And they're talking with Norm Turner on the sideline with 3:26 left in regulation.
Everybody's got to take their the headsets are off on the other side. New England's headsets broke, so the Washington Redskins have to put their headsets on the ground. There they go. Every coach has to, his headsets are broken, so the other side has to take them all off. No one's allowed to wear a headset if one side's broken. That's what's going on here. Now, when New England's headsets come back, then the Redskins coaches can put theirs on. How do you know they're broke? That's what I always wonder. I wondered if the coach said, my headsets are broke. How do you know they're broke?
Please set the play clock to 13 seconds. 13 seconds on the play clock.
No headsets. It's you and me, Kevin. We're the only ones with headsets from now on.
Please set the play clock to 13 seconds.
But Ron Lynn, the defensive coordinator for Washington, still has his on.
Can't have it on. They haven't found him yet. He's got to take it off. No, he doesn't because the offense is in there.
And then Purcell says, I'm going to put mine on. He's got his on. I'm putting mine on. We have a 2nd down and 9. And again, they have not put the ball in play. 3:26 to play in this game. 24-22. Redskins on top by 2 points as Ron Blum again continues to orchestrate.
Now he's saying, now is your headset work? Take it off. See that? Take it off. This game's not going. You get those headsets off. That's what he was doing. Putting some there. Get them off. And he's got his on. I love him.
He's got to take his off.
Yeah.
See, he's pointing at Ron Lynn.
He's saying, he doesn't have his on. There, he's got him on.
Well, Turner has his off, but Ron Lynn had his on last time.
He's got him on. He's telling him.
Now he's got him on.
There he's got him on. Wow.
2nd down and 9. Redskins by 2. 3:20 to play. Great fake by Farrat. He's got his receiver. That's Mark Logan. And Logan's got a 1st down to the New England 21-yard line. And that's a pickup of 16. Another Redskin 1st down.
And got the fullback out on the bootleg. He's going to make the fake. Watch the quarterback, but the fullback's coming this way. There's the fake. And the fullback came across the set. So he had 2 receivers that side. The tight end making the block and the fullback. That's the way people run the bootleg in the 1990s with the fullback coming out the weak side.
Coming into today, Logan only had 7 receptions. He's got 4 today and a 1st down at the 21-yard line. Wow, hands off. Allen. There goes a flag. Allen carries someone on his back a couple yards to the 15. He picks up 6. Joe Patton holding. Was holding on the play. Joe Patton is the left tackle.
Holding. 68 offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat 1st down.
Joe Patton.
Redskins pick up their 9th penalty on the afternoon. 2.5 to play in the 2nd.
If you're coaching, you don't hold on a running play when we're trying to run the clock out. He tackled him. If you're coaching that tackle, you cannot hold when we're trying to run the clock out. You not only get a penalty, you stop the clock.
Penalty pushes it back inside the 32. It's 1st down and 20. Allen again over that right side and nothing there. Meager 2 yards. He's to the 30. Mike Jones made the hit.
Timeout, New England. First charge team timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
New England has 2 timeouts remaining. The Redskins have 1. 2:27 left in the half. It's 24-22. Washington by 2 games.
And nobody has a headset. All this on, there's no communication.
Well, as a coach, what does that do? How are you handicapped without the headset if you're Norm Turner? Or if you're on the sideline of the Patriots and Bill Parcells?
Well, you're not getting any information from upstairs. The things that we get to see by standing up here, looking down on the field, the only eyes they now have that can help them are on the sideline. Everybody in the press box can go eat a hot dog. They're not involved. They can't feed the information that they see up here.
And I take it as a coach, this had happened to you.
Oh, yeah, this happens to you. There's Al Grove. That was the defense. There's the head coach. Everybody's saying, what about the guys upstairs? You got any information? And you sneak a guy around and you try to put it up to your ear and get a little help.
Like Parcells.
Yeah, Bill put it out. Bill says, I'm going to listen.
Second down 18 from a 32.5 to play. Redskins by 2. Perrott. A quick slant, and it's caught at the 20-yard line. Henry Ellard back in the game after being knocked out. He picks up 10 yards.
See, maybe if the guy's upstairs, he tells him to play inside, not out. He has no right playing outside in this situation, giving up the slant. That's tied off. Maybe the guy upstairs says, get the corner inside.
Well, the standings coming into today had the Redskins at 4-1. Dallas has won already over Arizona. Dallas 1-3 just a few short weeks ago. Now 3-3. The Redskins need a win in this game because Philadelphia, playing the Giants, has a chance to tie him if the Redskins lose and the Eagles win. I'll take it.
Bill's got his headset. There's Al Grove with no headset.
The Patriots have a timeout and the Redskins have a timeout.
And now their mass substitution. This is the dime defense versus the 3rd and long. Again, watch the tight end. Asher, watch 84. That's who the quarterback likes in this situation.
3rd down and 8. Play fake by Perrott. Gets a good block. Throws, and the pass is caught. And caught in bounds. A first down at the 6-yard line by the unbelievable Henry Ellard. Ellard on this drive has got balls of 10 yards, of 40 yards, and Jerry, none more important than that 15-yard pickup right there.
Let's watch his feet. He's diving.
Wow. That is incredible.
Wow, I don't know if he had him in there. I don't know if the feet were in. Doesn't matter. The official called it in. He could have called. The feet would have come down, but the defensive player pushed him out of bounds.
Let's look at it again.
Watch it. He's not being pushed.
He's in. He's in.
He's in.
1st and goal from the 6. Logan with the penalty flag thrown churns his way to the 3. Wheeler, Chris Slade, tandem on the stop. What a drive this has been by Gus Perrott. Big plays, 16 yards to Logan through the air. Ellard just caught a 15-yarder. A 10-yarder by Ellard and a 40-yard reception by Henry Ellard.
Well, and the last pass was unbelievable by Gus Perrott because they had a bootleg with a wideout in the flat. And he ignored the wideout in the flat and pushed the ball down the field. And that takes guts and courage from the quarterback.
The Redskins took over at their own 20-yard line with 5:33 to play. Just before the 2-minute warning.
Well, New England,
to be exact.
New England has one chance. They have to tackle the football. You got to send everybody. You got to get in the gaps. You got to blitz everybody, and you got to try to strip the ball. They're in field goal range, so you've got to come with everybody on the team.
Illegal motion. 89 offense, 5 yards. Repeat, first down.
Over at the tight end.
Your backs will have 2 hands on the football. You're coaching your offensive back. You cradle it. Look like Bronco Nagurski. Get 2 hands on it. Hand on each point. Don't worry about the yardage gain. Worry about in and up with the football.
First down and goal now at the 10. And the handoff goes to Terry Allen, who slips down at the 9. Ted Johnson chops him down. 2-minute warning. Patriots led 16-10 at the half. 14 unanswered points in the 3rd quarter by the Redskins gave them a lead that they still hold on to, but now by a meager 2 points, 24-22. Great drive orchestrated by Gus Perrott. On the drive, 4 of 5, 81 yards. Ellard, 3 big catches. Upcoming is the 10th play. second down goal, all at the 8-yard line. And I think the headsets are working because all the coaches have them on.
The Patriots have to try to tackle the football. Only chance.
The reverse, and it goes to Shepard, who has scored today on the reverse and has hit once, and like a pinball, batted around, and finally again tackled at the 9-yard line. And Todd Collins, was the first one to drill him at the 9.
They weren't trying to make the tackle. They were trying to get the ball out, just like they're supposed to.
Final charge, team timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
Tell you what, for a guy who wears Pop Warner pads like Shepard does, he took a real beating. New England calls time.
How about when he said in college, they'd bring Bill Cosby in to try to talk to the team and get him fired up, but he's so funny, all they did was laugh. Well, he'll be laughing after this one if they win this thing.
The reverse worked earlier in the game for Shepard, a 32-yard touchdown run as New England burns their final timeout. Thus, if they get the ball back, Jerry, which all likelihood they have a chance to do, it's going to be a real task ahead of Drew Bledsoe to come back and try to put points on the board with no timeouts. Now, most of our audience will see the Eagles and Giants, except the Boston area. Others of you will see the Lions and the Oakland Raiders. Right after we finish up here, 1:46 left in this one, 24-22. Redskins on top of Bill Parcells, New England Patriots. Mitchell has come in third down and goal from the 9, 11th play of the drive. It goes to Mitchell, and he's outside, and he needs to get to the 6 for any kind of movement of the ball, and he does not. So it's 4th down and goal. He didn't move the chains much.
What a great tackle. You got to talk about that tackle, Kevin.
Now, New England cannot stop the clock, so Washington will let the clock roll all the way down, and the play clock is now at 23 seconds.
Watch Terry Ray. Watch Terry Ray, guy I drafted back in Atlanta. What a stick. What a tackle. Take the penalty, right, Kevin?
Take the penalty. Give your kicker a little bit more room to kick through. The defense, really on both sides, Jerry's done a very nice job. They called the final timeout with the second left on the play clock to set things up for Scott Blanton with a field goal.
Not just the defense. I think both teams, both coaching staffs. It's been a heck of a ball game.
Terry Allen has not scored a rushing touchdown today. First time in 10 consecutive games. That is not happening.
What you do on this next play, this is not a field goal if you're a Patriot fan. You got to treat this like an extra point. You bring 11 guys. The New England Patriots should line up and say extra point block right to the wide side. Do not play this as a field goal. But Gus Frerotte is the holder. He's the faker, but you got to take a chance. You got to treat it like an extra. Only chance you got is to block this thing. So don't play field goal, play extra point, and bring everybody. They should come off the wide side of the field, the defensive right side, the offensive left side. They should come from over here. 24-yard attempt by Scott Blanton on the Gus Frerotte hold, and the kick is good. And the Redskins go up now 27-22 with 56 seconds left in regulation. Well, they didn't bring the safety right through the tight end wing. I think that's a mistake there. I think you've got to bring everybody on that play.
Well, the work is now cut out for the special teams, and after that for Drew Bledsoe and the offense of New England. Down by 5 with 56 seconds to play. That was a 12-play drive covering 74 yards for Washington. 4.5 minutes off the fourth quarter clock. I mean, they couldn't have executed it unless they scored the touchdown. I mean, they did about as well as they could do.
Well, I think you kept saying Gus Frerotte, and you got to take your hat off to him. Gus Frerotte made the plays in the fourth quarter. He told us his hero is Harbaugh because Harbaugh plays the fourth quarter. He says, I watch Harbaugh. He gets creamed. He gets knocked around. He hasn't done anything, and he wins the game in the fourth quarter. And Farrat was saying, I want to be like Harbaugh and win it in the fourth quarter. That's what he did.
So no longer will a field goal help New England. 2-point conversion, you don't have to worry about that. You need to get in the end zone. 56 seconds to play, 27-22. Redskins by 5 as Bledsoe waits the ball on the sideline. Blank will kick off from the 30-yard line. Meggett and Troy Brown are deep back at about the 5. He'll be kicking into the wind, and the wind holds up that ball. David Meggett on the 13-yard line. Meggett finding room past the 30 and out to the 32-yard line. Brought down by William Bell.
William Bell has been involved in a lot of kicking plays today. Number 36 at the Redskins, Georgia Tech fullback. He's earned his check today. Good day for that gentleman right there.
Big drive, Henry Elliott, 3 catches, 65 yards. On their own 33, New England without timeouts and 4 receivers deployed. First down and 10. Bledsoe hit as he throws. Harvey got him. Incomplete pass. Ken Harvey drills Bledsoe.
And they did a stunt. The defensive line did a stunt. Sean Gilbert surprisingly did a loop and came outside, but that allowed. Here's the guy I thought would make the play, but they do a loop. Watch Harvey. There he is, rip across inside, and he's the one that makes the play. They sort of took Sean Gilbert out of that play. In this situation, your money people have to make plays. Sean Gilbert has to make the play. It's like watching Reggie White. You watch Reggie White for 3 quarters, he makes the plays when they're big, when they're important. That's what 94 has to do right now.
There are 2 Redskins down. One was Rich Owens. He came off, and the sideline was yelling, get up, because New England has no timeouts to stop the clock. The other one is Dexter Nottage, and he is on a knee at the 25-yard line. 47 seconds remaining. Both teams are out of timeouts, and there comes Owens.
I think Owens got hit right on the kidney. Owens hits Nottage right there. They banged each other, and they both got hurt. Both trying to get to the quarterback.
Redskins came in having won 4 straight games. The Patriots had won 3 in a row.
That was good. The offensive line coach just grabbed the official. He says, now watch the tripping our defensive guys. Watch for tripping. Those officials get a lot of help in these situations. Every coach on the sideline has a story he wants to tell the official to watch for.
Today's game produced by Jeff Gowan, directed by Andy Kindle. The studio is produced by Scott Ackerson, directed by Bob Levy, Associate Director Ray Smoltz, Broadcast Associate Bo Gibb. Statistician today, Pat McGrath. Our spotter is from Jimmy Stamos. The executive producers of Fox Sports, Ed Goring and David Hill. Second down and 10. Redskins by 5. No timeouts either way. 47 seconds to play. Bledsoe. Dropped. Sean Jefferson juggled it out of bounds. Incomplete. Clock at 42 seconds.
And the quarterback was flat. And again, they stunted Sean Gilbert. I don't think you stunt your best guy. They ran him out of the ball game, but they did flatten the quarterback. I think you let Gilbert go get the quarterback. The last 2 plays, he's on a loop. 3-man line this time. 3-man line.
That was the 3rd drop, by the way, by a Patriot receiver today. 3rd down and 10. Bledsoe, look at the time. And the throw is incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Well, you can't throw it away now. Even if it's picked off, you can't care, but you got to stick it in there. If it's not perfect, if it doesn't look like practice, it doesn't matter. You have to keep the ball in play. 3-man line, no pressure on the quarterback.
Redskins came into today looking for respect. People said, you haven't beaten anybody. A win today, they have definitely beaten a good team. 4th down and 10. Bledsoe's got to convert, and he does not, and that'll be it. Incomplete to Terry Glenn. No timeouts to stop the clock. And the Washington Redskins will get the ball back with 32 seconds to play. Redskins and Norv Turner, barring a huge turnaround here, will go to 5-1. Next week they'll take on the Giants, then the Colts, then they're at Buffalo. So 3 tough opponents coming up the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was a well-played game by everybody. I think, you know, if you're a fan of New England, your team fought hard, and if you're a Redskin fan, it's time to go have some fun. Go pound on your chest. Go wake the neighbor up. 5-1. That's a heck of a record.
And their 5th consecutive win. The Redskins retain possession of first place, leading the NFC East. 5 in a row is their winning streak right now. 5-1 their record. For Norv Turner, with the New England Patriots, they dropped to 3-3, and it's their first loss in the last 4 games. So the final score, the Redskins 27, the Patriots 22. For Jerry Glanville, Kevin Harlan saying so long from Foxborough. You've been watching Fox Sports coverage of the National Football League.